Jama'a assalamu alaikum, ina kwananku, ina gajiya duk inda kike. Jama'a mun fito mun ce ina kwana ina gajiya saboda lokaci ba daya bane. Wannan abun kowane lokaci yana faru saboda ikon Allah ne, saboda magana ne Allah yake yi ma kowa da kowa. Shine baba, shine wanda yayi duniya, ka ji tsoron shi. Inda kake da inda nike mai wa lokaci ba daya bane, inda kake inda wani ne mai wa lokaci ba daya bane. Wadansu safensu, wadansu ranansu, wadansu darensu. Haka ne Allah ya yi shi, kuma haka zai zo ma har abadan abadin. Allah ya yi wannan abun domin kai ka gane wai shine baba, wai shine ya fi karfin ko menene, kuma ka dinga ji tsoronsa. Wadansu sun sani amma ba sa jin tsoron Allah. Wadansu sun sani wannan abun amma ba su gane dalili abun da ya sa Allah ya sa ya bar wannan abun ya dinga zona a duniya kowane lokaci. Ba ta samu lokaci wanda aka tashi duniya gaba daya suka samu rana a lokaci daya, kuma da dare a lokaci daya. Allah ya yi sa domin kai ka dinga ji tsoronsa, domin ka ji tsoronsa. Ubangiji Allah ya yi sa domin kai ka ji tsoronsa. Jama'a ga mu kuma mun fito domin mu ci gaba da maganan mu, domin mu ci gaba mu tabbatar mu yi abin da Allah ya ce mana mu zo mu yi, mu tabbatar mu yi abin da yake ba mu dadi a cikin zuciya. Fadan gaskiya kawai, aka fito ka fada gaskiya. Idan ka gani abu yana da kyau, ko dan wanka ne ya yi shi ko ba dan wanka bane, ka fito ka fada gaskiya. Abin da aka nema kawai jama'a, saboda gaskiya an rasa gaskiya a cikin mutanen bakin fata. Wallahi a cikin mu da karka samu gaskiya. Ban san ko saboda muna da bakin fata ne ko menene zaka gani gaskiya, amma saboda bai zo bangaren ka ba, saboda wannan gaskiya ba a fada shi inda kake, baraka koyi bayansa ba kyau. Kuma shi yasa mu yan bakin fata muna baya duk abin da yake faru a duniya. Duk cin gaban duniya ba ma ciki, amma abin da duniya suna cin gaba da shi a wajenmu, a bangaren mu, a kasan mu aka fito da shi. Amma ga inda muke har yanzu muna roko abinci bara mu iya ci ba, sai dai mu roko kafin a bamu. Ga mu ga kasa, ga mu ga amfanin duniya, ga mu da ikon Allah, amma bara mu yi komai ba, bara mu iya yi komai ba, saboda bakin cikin mu, saboda rashin fadan gaskiyan mu a kanmu. Shi yasa abin duniya yake hana mu. Ga inda aka kashe mu ko ina ne. Juba fa irin wannan abun ba magana adenin ka ba, mai wa kai musulmi ne kai kristo ne kai ko menene ne idan ganka bakin fata ne a wani bangala duniya ko ana yi wani abu ne ko zanga-zanga suka gani ba sa son ka wajen za kashe ka a banza a zubar da gawanka a wani bangala ba ruwansu ko kai addinin ku ne ko menene ne ba ruwansu ka shigo arab ma saka gani wannan abun da na gaya maka ba ruwansu suna sayar da mutum har yanzu ana ta sayar da mutum har yanzu jama'a wani sun da ana sarwa wani su musulmi ne karka zo na kana abin nan wai arne ne ko kaza akwai kristoci ne ko jewish ne ko kaza ne so ba da akan wannan abin baraka akwaya bayan su idan suka fada gaskiya wallahi kana cuta kanka kake cuta ka cuta kanka kuma kana cin gaba da cutar waɗansu yaran da zaka haife wanda ka riga ka haife da wanda danka suka haife kuma cutan ka kake wallahi saboda baka ka da gaskiya wanda ya kamata ce wannan abin gaskiya ne jama'a kafin mu ci gaba za mu yi addu'a saboda Allah ne yake bamu kokari da abubuwan da muke yi muna yin wannan abun ba wai da karfin mu bane ba ma dokon karfin ba ma dokon abin nan wai da ikon mu da karfin a'a kowane lokaci sai mu ba Allah kokari godiya da abin da yake da kokarin da yake bamu mu ci gaba ubangiji Allah mun gode maka da abubuwan da kana yi mana mun gode maka saboda ka bamu rai ka bamu karfi ka bamu ilimi ka bamu abinci ka bamu kudi ka bamu komai da komai ka bamu yara mun gode maka ubangiji Allah ka bamu duk abin da muke nema ubangiji Allah mun gode maka ga kuma muna ta roƙe ka akan kasan mu Biafra kare ka bamu komai da komai saura abu daya shine Biafra muna roƙe ka kowane lokaci ubangiji Allah ka salame mu da kasan Biafra ka salame mu zamu yi abin da ba wanda ya taba yi a duniya wannan alkawari ne muka yi maka ubangiji Allah ka taimaka mana ka yi wannan abin kuma muna roƙe ka kuma ka ci gaba da taimakon da kana yi akan mu za mu dinga gode maka za mu dinga yi abin da ka gaya mana mu yi bara mu daina ba ubangiji Allah akan mai gidan mu mazi inan da Kanu ina roƙe ka ka ci gaba da taimakon shi ka bashi ilimi ka bashi abubuwa ka bashi maganan da ya kamata yi wannan magana wanda zai yi kunne zai ci kurukuru shine muke so ka dinga bashi wannan magana wanda idan ya fada duniya ba sa so su ji wannan gaskiya ubangiji Allah ka nuna mushi wannan ifada domin a tabbatar haske ya shigo inda ba haske ba ubangiji Allah da waɗansu abubuwa muna roke ka da yawan mu wanda suna ko ina a duniya ka taimaka mushi ga wannan ciwo wanda yake cinye duniya muna roke ka ka tabbatar mu IPOB wannan bai shafe mu ba bai same mu ba ubangiji Allah wannan abun muna roke ka a sunan Yesu almasihu mai ceto amen so jama'a mun fito domin mu ci gaban magana abubuwa yana ke faru a Nigeria yanzu an gaya muku wai Nigeria ya dare wanansu ba su gane an gaya muku Nigeria ya gama ka daina sa hope dinka a cikin Nigeria kana fata lokacinka ka fito da riga wanda ya riga ya soho kana ta jara shi kamar mota wanda ya dade mota ya ke shekara 20-30 har yanzu kana ka jaransa bare yi kyau ba abin da zaka yi ka yanka motan gaba daya ka yanka motan kowai doka wanda yake so haka ne abu ya sufa ba amfaninsa a duniya idan saboda duniya kowane lokaci yana zoma sabo a jarida a Bible an ce new every morning yana sabo kowane lokaci wallahi abu wanda ya sufa baya zo na duniyan gaba daya abun wanda ya sufa Nigeria ya sufa bare iya zona a duniya yanzu sai an raba ta gaba daya ka tashi ka koyi bayan mu domin a raba Nigeria a wajen ne zaka samu amfani jama'a idan ka samu amfanin zaka ci dadi to yanzu ga maganan da yake cikin internet yanzu akan Garba Lawal da abin da ya rubuta akan IPOB wai IPOB suna ba da kudi a kasa waje suna ba turawa suna yi kokiri suna ba da kudi 85,000 kudin Obama fa kudin dola suna badawa domin a tabbatar a gane abin da yake faru a Nigeria. Menene abin ne yake faru a Nigeria? Saboda IPOB suna ta kokari su giya duniya irin kashe-kashen da ana yi a Nigeria gaba daya. Kuma wannan kashewa ne ana kashewa yan kristoci ne ana kashewa da yawa, kuma musulmi ne suke kashe su. Abun da IPOB suke yi, abun da mai gidan mu masu inan dikanu yake yi kowane lokaci, ga tweet nasa, ga a Facebook nasa, ko ina ne inda yake abun nan ne yake yi magana, shine yake gya kowa, shine yake yi magana, shine yake gya ma masu turawan domin su gane abin da yake faru a Nigeria. To yanzu Garba Lawal da gwamnatin Buhari wanda ya mutu aka burna da shi a Saudi Arabia tun 2017, yanzu Aisha Buhari ne yake fama da mulkin. Shine Garba Lawal ransa ya ɓace, ya fito yana kan a duniya abin da yake faru. Jama'a ya kamata mu gane, saboda ya kamata kai ka gane irin albarka wanda IPOB yake yi maka. Saboda irin wannan abun wanansu wuri ne, wanansu mutane ba sa samu irin wannan amfani. Irin wannan abun ya kamata kai ka yi da mu sosai, ka gane abun da irin aikin da muke yi maka. Saboda IPOB mun fito domin mu tabbatar duk inda ba haske shigo. Saboda a Africa gaba daya, a Nigeria gaba daya duhu ya fi da yawa a Nigeria. Shi yasa ana ta kokari a shigo gaskiyan gaba daya domin kowa ya ji, a shigo gaskiyan gaba daya. Saboda irin abun da yake faru a Nigeria, irin kashe-kashe, irin jinin da ana zubar, wallahi tallahi ba abun da zai sa Nigeria yi kyau. Saboda irin jinin mutanen da kana zubar a banza, kana gani kaman zai birka, kana gani kaman haka. A'a, shi yasa mai gidanmu masu inan da Kanu ya fito yana kan wannan magana. Kowane ofis a turawa zai shigo yana ta giya musu ga abun da ga kashe-kashe kaman Southern Kaduna yanzu, ba mu san ko za a iya je wajen yanzu a samu ko kristoci daya ko biyu, saboda dukansu an rigan kankare su, an rigan kashe su, Fulani sun riga sun kashe su. Kuma abun da yake bani mamaki, wanda suke yi wannan abun ba wai asalin Fulani dan Nigeria bane, wani Fulani daga wani bangala. Fulani na Nigeria suke bude musu kofa domin su shigo su yi magana, su ci wannan aiki, su taimako musu, su kashe asalin dan kasar Nigeria. Kuma asalin dan kasar Nigeria wani su kristoci ne, shi yasa suna wannan abun. Amma ga IPOB sun tashi da kokarinsu da kudi kadan suna ta samu, suna ta hada domin aji karanka, kukanka duk inda kake. Jama'a irin wannan abun zai sa ka koya bayan mu, saboda kasan Nigeria baya maganan abu idan abun bai yi musu dadi ba. Wannan bai yi musu dadi yanzu, shi ya sa ka gani Garba Shehu ya fito yana kan wannan magana. Kuma duniya sun riga sun gane sosai. Duniya za su gane abin da yake faru, saboda yanzu ne za mu fito da karfi da yaji mu ci gaba da totona musu asirin su zai tona, saboda irin abin da ana yi ba kyau. Ya zaka fito ka gani mutum haka kawai kana kashe su a banza. Kwanakin baya aka tambaye El-Rufai, ya ce wai ya riga ya salame wannan mutum wanda suke kashe mutum. Wani irin maganan banza ne jama'a. Mutum ne fa ya zo daga wani bangala, su ba dan Nigeria bane, ba ruwansu da Nigeria, suka kashe dan Nigeria. Aka tambaye governor kasan yaya kenan abun da muke ji, wai za a ja ba su kudi. Kana ba barawo kudi kare zai yi sata, kana ba da barawo kudi kare zai yi sata. Jama'a abun da muka gani muka ji a bakin El-Rufai. Ga kwanakin baya kuma gana Katsina, gwamnan Katsina Aminu Masari kwanakin baya shine ya fito wai yanzu ba su dinga yin negotiation da bandits. Wai shine na farko a 2016 wanda ya yi wannan abun nan da su, wai a daina kashe mutane. Jama'a a ina ne ana ji irin wannan abun? to ga kuma bayan wannan da abin da suke yi ba mu sani ba, abin da suke negotiation ba mu sani ba, abin da suke fada ba mu sani ba, amma gashi kuma kashe-kashen yana cin gaba. Kuma wane ne ana kashewa? Idan ba kashe dan kasan Najeriya za kashe kristocin Najeriya, su ne ana ta kashewa. Ga gwamnonoyin za su zo na a wajen saboda su fulani ne, kuma yanwansu fulani suke yin wannan abu, kuma su ne suke bude kofa, su ne suke giya gwamnatin Najeriya a bude kofa su shigo. Ga yanzu kofofi arewa gaba daya an bude su, baya shigo Najeriya da visa gaba daya. Barka shi ba ruwanka da visa, ka shigo kawai da shanunka da abun da kake da shi duk inda kake, ka shigo kawai ka zo kana yi abun da ka gen dama. Amma ga a kudu inda economy ike tashi, inda ana yi harka da gaskiya, inda an san value na human life, shine aka rufe kofan. Tun wata nawa ne yanzu aka rufe kofa, an rufe kofa ba a bude shi domin harka ya ci gaba, saboda an san wajen ne mutanen kristoci ne suna wajen, yan bayafra ne aka rufe shi. Amma ga na arewa bude, shine na zo yanzu na ji wai dan dollars wai ya ci a rufe kofan, saboda yanzu irin fulani wanda suke so sun riga sun shigo a cikin Najeriya yanzu domin su je su yi musu yakin su abin da suke so. Ba shi yasa kwanakin baya mai gidan shugaban kasar masu meyeti Allah ya fito ya ce wai Najeriya nasu ne, wai za su yi shugaban kasar Najeriya har abadi. Jama'a, idan wannan abun ba orchestrated abu, idan wannan abun ba abun da aka hada baki aka yi da gangan ana yi, ya irin wannan magana zai dinga fito a bakin su? To akan wannan abun kana ganin mu wawa ne? Baka san irin mai gida wanda Allah ya ba mu mazi inan da kanu da ilimi da gane kafin abu ya faru, ya riga ya gane. Allah ne yake nuna mushi, shi yasa ya fara wannan aiki. Shi ba kristoci fa, shi dan Jewish ne adininsa, amma ya gani abu ba kyau, shi yasa shi ya fara irin wannan abin. Yana gani ba kowane lokaci muna fito anan muna giya muku wazin, muna giya muku wai wannan abin wanda muke yi ba wai muna yi shi akan ba ma yin shi, ba wai muna yi shi akan wai muke dai. Ana yin abin domin inda ba haske ya shigo. Ana yin wannan abin don wanda baya jin muransa, wanda ana cuta, domin a tamake shi. Shi yasa mai gidan mu ka gani yana yin wannan abin. Ga pastoci, ga reverenoyi, ga wadansu malami na kristoci ba sa yin magana. To shi ya fara wannan abu domin ya taimaka mana mutanen yan Najeriya, kristocin yan Najeriya, saboda abin da ana yi su ba kyau. Wannan abin da ana yi su ba kyau, ko kai ma idan ayi maka irin wannan abin zaka ci dadi. Wadansu an kashe musu da, an kashe musu baba mama, an kashe musu yara a banza. Ka shigo plateau yanzu, wadansu local government a cikin plateau yanzu, baraka gani asalin dan kasan plateau a wajen an kashe su, wadansu sun gudu ba su san inda suke yanzu. Na Kaduna ba a magana, ga Taraba, ga Jalingo, ga wadansu Kwangala, ga Benue, wadansu local government a Benue yanzu fulani sun doka, kuma asalin dan kasan kristoci ne. Me yi sa mazi inan da Kano bare yi abun da yake yi jama'a? Me yi sa mazi inan da Kano bare tashi yi wannan abun? Ai shi mai kirki, ai shi mai gaskiya, ai shi mai son mutane, ai shi mai yi abun da abun albarka. Shi yasa ya fara wannan abun jama'a. Yanzu ya kamata kowa ya tashi ya koye bayansa, saboda abun da shi yake yi gwamnoninka ba su yi ba, yan majalisanku ba ya su yi ba, ministocinku ba su yi ba, ko menene local government dinka da banza da wanansu dukansu farawo kudi suka sata ba su yi ba. Sai dai mazi inan da kalu kawai zai fito yi maka wannan abun. So akan wannan abun ya kamata ka tashi kai da kanka, ka tashi ka zo ka koya bayansa, ka yi abin da ya gaya maka. Shi ba wai yana yi saboda wani abu ne a bashi a samu wani abu, baya son. Idan yana so lokacin da aka so ana zo a sa mishi hannu a yi a corrupting dinsa, ba shi irin wannan banzan kudi wanda kowa yake doka. Ya ki lokacin yana cikin prison, ya ki wai baya so. abin da yake so kawai gaskiya ne a yi abin da ya kamata a yi, kuma Najeriya din yaki. To shi yasa muka ci gaba, shi yasa shi kuma ya cin gaba da wannan abun, kuma haka za a yi shi har lokacin da za a raba Najeriya. Saboda idan ba a raba Najeriya ba, jinin mutane bare daina zubar. Saboda mun riga mun gane irin aikin Fulani wanda suke yi, Fulani bare tashi yi aiki a daina. Ya kamata kai ka gane wannan abun. Fulani bare tashi yi aiki a daina ga irin banzan magana wanda ke fito a bakin su. Fulani wanda suka shigo daga Futajelon, Fulani wanda muka san lokacin da suka shigo a 1804, gashi history ya rike. Ba wai asalin nan kasar Najeriya suka shigo suka kashe sarkin Yunfa a Sokoto, lokacin sunan wajen Gobe. Aka kashe shi saboda shi yan Hausa masu kirki ne, masu kokiri ne, masu aiki ne. Ya gani wannan mutum yana yawo a cikin Sahara Desert, ya tamake shi, ya ce shigo zona, ka zona a nan. An ba shi komi da komi, addinin su daya ne, musulmi ne, amma bai san wannan miciji ne, bai san Ottoman dan Foldio miciji ne. Haka kawai ya shigo a 1806 ya kashe shi, ya kashe wannan sarkin. Haka kawai ya zuma emir, ya zuma Sokoto Caliphate da komi. Haka abun nan ya fara, kuma har yanzu suna cin gaban wannan abun, saboda suna so su doka wani su kasa wanda ba nasu ba. Yanzu a kasan mutanen Biafra suka shigo, a wajen ne za gama jini, a wajen ne zaka gani irin jini wanda ba taba zubar a duniya. Wallahi tallahi muna gaya muku, idan baka ji ka ji wannan magana wanda ina gaya maka, idan suke ki aka ce wai tabbatar wai za a samu wannan ruga da komi da yawan shanu da banzan abu na Fulani a kasan mu, ina gaya maka ka je ka rubuta wannan abun, ko an so ko an ki, ko duniya ma suke so ko suke ki, wallahi tallahi da rasuwa nike gaya maka, suna nan Nwachineke, yau ne ina gaya maka wannan magana, za a zubar irin jini, za a zubar irin jini wanda ba taba zubar a Najeriya a duniya gaba daya. Menene ina ruwanmu da Fulani? Menene ruwanmu da Fulani? Ba abin da ya shafe mu da ku, ba abin da ya shafe mu da ku. Ga irin magana wanda shi yake fada, shi dan meyeti Allah din, wai saboda sun samu shugaban kasar Najeriya so nawa ne, na daya na biyu na uku na, to shine mai saboda kun shigo daga bangaren Hausawa su akan farin zuciyansu kuka shigo kuka ci burobansu, yanzu ba su iya yin magana saboda addini, saboda mun san addinin ku. Idan akan addini ba ka fito ka yi gaskiya, idan ka gani abu ba to mutum da dan wanka, siyasa Hausawa suke zona da shiru kawai ba su yi magana, amma sun san ku ba mutum kirki bane, ku ba mai kyau bane, amma wannan abun ba zai ci gaba ba jama'a. To ga abun da ga irin albarka wanda za fara samu yanzu a Najeriya. An ji makadan zaka dinga gani masu kristoci yanzu, mutanen America za su shigo su zo suna tamake su da sojojinsu yanzu za gani inda Fulanin za su shigo daga koye su zo suna kashe mutum a banza. Bare ta faru jama'a, bare ta faru. Irin wannan abun ne aikin mai gidanmu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu yake yi, kuma yana yin shi akan kowa ne jama'a. Lokacin da zaka gane tunani jama'a, lokacin da zaka bude kokulanka ko tumbinka ka bude shi, ka cicire keriyan da aka cika maka tumbi da shi, ka cicire ka wanke kanka, abubuwa wanda aka ciko maka da shi kariya ne, ka wanke shi ka zo ka koye bayan mu. Duba irin kudin da ana kashe kowane wata, ga irin kudin da ana kashe kowane wata, kuma ba wanda yake tamaken wannan mutum, ba wanda yake tamake shi akan kudi, sai dai yanwan shi, sai dai almajirinsa za su dinga hada kudi kadan a bashi, kuma shi zai ci gaba da wannan aiki. Ina magana mai gidan mu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, aina yake samu kudi? Ba almajirinsa da waɗansu mutane wanda suke son sa za su hada kudi, za tamake shi, zai ci gaba da wannan aiki. Ba wanda yake tamake sa, ba wajen da yake samu kudi jama'a. Irin wannan abun zai saka ka tashi. Kuma ina ta wannan magana, ina ta wannan wazi, ina ta kira mutanen Middle Belt, ya dade ana yaudare ku, ana kashe ku, amma ba ku yi tunani. saboda irin bakin zuciya, irin hatred wanda kuna da kuke samu akan mutanen kudu, shi yasa irin wannan abun yake faru. Amma da za ku tashi da karfi da yaji ku zo ku koye bayan mu a yi wannan abun once and for all, a tabbatar an yanke hannun Fulani gaba daya a Nigeria. Ke ka zona da gidanka, ke ka zona da kasanku, ku kuma ku zoma abun da ya kamata ku zoma jama'a. In ba haka ba ya mutum zai tashi daga Mali, daga Chadi, daga Niger, ya shigo kasanka da Allah ya baku da ancestors naku, ya zo na kore ku, shi kuma zai zona. Haka na yana duniya, aina a wani bangala duniya yanzu zaka je ka yi irin wannan abin? Babu, sai dai a Africa. Kuma saboda bakin fata ne tunaninmu ba cika ba, a kokula mu bai yi ciko ba. Irin tunani wanda muke yi wani lokaci wallahi wawayen tunani ne. Amma ni na gane abun da ya sa wannan abun saboda ba ma son gaskiya. Gaskiya yana daci a kanmu, shi yasa ba ma yi tunani mai kyau. Wanda baya son gaskiya kowane lokaci zaka dinga ganin sa, shi abun da zai dinga yi tunani, abun da zai yi a tabbatar wannan gaskiya bai ci gaba ba jama'a. Shi yasa kana gani ba cin gaba a kasan bakin fata gaba daya jama'a. To ga irin nasara da kai kristoci, kai kana zuwa coci kowane lokaci, kai kana zage IPOB, kai kana zage mai gidan mu mazi inan dikano, kai kana zage kowa da yan Biafra. Ga irin amfani wanda zaka fara ci yanzu. Ka gani inda Garba Shehu yake magana, Garba Shehu yanzu yana magana, yana tsoro ya kama shi saboda ya san in America suke shigo cin gaban Fulani zai daina. Cin gaban Fulani zai daina gaba daya. Shi yasa suke wannan zufa yake kama su da wuri. Shi yasa irin wannan zufa ya kama su da wuri jama'a. Amma kuma bara a daina ba wannan aiki. Amma abun da muna giya muku yanzu, kowa ya tashi ya zo ya koya bayan IPOB. Saboda akwai abubuwa ma wanda ana yi a ɓoye wanda baka sani ba, amma an ji makadan zaka fara ji labarinsa kamar irin wannan. Kuma wannan abun ana yi shi domin a tamake ka. Ga inda ana kashe mata da yara, ga shi ga a Kaduna ana ta kashe mata da yara, ga a Plateau ana kashe mata da yara. Haba jama'a, kuma zaka fito bude bakinka kana zage yan Biafra, zaka bude bakinka kana zage mazi inan dikano, kana koyi kuma bayan Garba Shehu da Buhari wanda ya resu tun 2017 ba sa so su giya muku gaskiya. Za ku dinga koye bayan su, shi yasa abu mara kyau zai dinga zuwa. Amma ka tashi da karfi da yaji yanzu, ka cicire wannan bakin abu, wannan kariya, ka canja juwa bakin cikinka, ka koye bayan mu a wata shida kawai zaka gani haske, zaka gani canja wanda zai shigo, zaka gani da abu zai juwe kuma zai yi maka kyau jama'a. Amma idan baka yi wannan abun ba inda ba ko addu'a ma ba irin addu'a wanda zaka yi wanda Allah zai ji. Saboda Allah ya riga ya zo na wajen yana kallo ka, kuma ya baka kokula, ya san kai kuma ka sani ga abun da ya kamata ka yi, amma ka ki saboda baka son gaskiya. Kuma inda ba gaskiya Allah baya shigowa, zai bar ku. Saboda inda ba gaskiya ba haske, ba gaskiya ba haske. Amma ga gaskiya zaka gani haske zai shigo, duhu zai gudu. Ga gaskiya duhu zai gudu jama'a. Wallahi a gane abun da ya kamata a gane, kuma a yi abun da ya kamata a yi jama'a. Wannan magana ne muke fito da ku yau, kuma ya kamata kowa ya sa baki akan wannan abun da IPOB suke yi wanda yake sa Nigeria a cikin tsoro. Abun mai kyau ne. Nigeria ba su tashi suna maganan kashe-kashe. To so nawa ne jama'a, barin tambaye ka abokina, kana ji na yanzu, barin tambaye ka, so nawa ne kana taba ganin Nigeria aka fito aka yi press release akan kashe-kashe wanda yake cin gaba a Nigeria, akan kashe-kashe na Taraba, akan kashe-kashe na Plateau, akan kashe-kashe na Benue, akan kashe-kashe na Southern Kaduna. so nawa ne ka ganin su suke fito suke yi magana, ko na Zamfara, ko na Katsina, ko na Sokoto, ko da yake na Maiduguri ba wanda yake maganan sa yanzu, na Borno State abin da Boko Haram yake yi a wajen jama'a. So nawa ne ka ganin Najeriya suke tashi suke damu da irin wannan abun, ba irin kariya wanda za su dinga hada maka bare faru ba su yi magana, amma kana ganin su suna zufa, kana ganin su suna yawo ko ina, ba su san abin da za su yi. Gaskiya ne an buga musu da gaskiya, an buga musu, an mare su da gaskiya. Kasan idan an kawo maka gaskiya a gaba, gaskiya wanda baka so ka fada, amma gashi aka fito maka aka bar shi a gabanka, kaman an mare ka, idon ka zai bude, kowa zai gan shi jama'a. So nawa ne ka ji Nigeria suna damu akan kashe-kashe da aka yi a Nigeria? Da tambayan da ina yi maka, so nawa ne kana ji Nigeria suke damu? Amma yanzu an kai karansu a kasa waje, an kai karansu akan duniya, gwamnatin duniya, milikin duniya, shine suke fara damuwa yanzu jama'a, saboda wajen gaskiya zai fito. Muna kan yi magana turawa, wani lokaci wani bangala turawa suna da gaskiya, a wani bangala ka saka gensu da gaskiya, za su fito da gaskiya irin wannan abun, saboda kashe mutum ba amfani a kansu, su kuma ba sa so. So nawa ne kana gani Nigeria suke tashi suke yi magana akan kashe-kashe wanda yake faru a Nigeria, most especially kashe-kashe da ana yi akan Kristoci ne. So nawa ne ba za su fito su yi ba, sai dai kariya, irin kariya wanda Buratai mun ji ke fada kwanakin baya, wai an neutralizing jinsa. Wannan turanci ba mu san inji aka wannan neutralization wanda ya sa, ba mu san bangalan da yake wannan magana. Neutralizing ko sun tuba ne, neutralization din ne ko su kashewa ka yi su, neutralization din ko surrender ne suke yi. Ka gane, idan za fara gaskiya a garinmu a yarinmu, a ce idan mutum yana so ya fara kariya, idan kana so ka fara kariya sai ka buga shi, sai ka hada shi da turanci. Kasan turanci yana da kyau a fara kariya jama'a, wallahi. We neutralizing jinsa. Boko Haram 1,400, we kuma an kama wanda suke koya bayan Boko Haram, wanda suke ba su information, mutum 116. Wallahi ina ga maka sun je sun kama mutane wanda ba su yi komi ba, haka kawai za su shiga wani gari, wani koye, ba su je wajen da Boko Haram din yake zona su je su yake su. Za su je kawai su akama mutum wanda ba abin da yayi, kawai za a ce wai shi Boko Haram ne, ko wai shi Boko Haram informant. Za a kama shi a ji a sa shi a prison, wadansu za su harbe su, wadansu za a kashe su a banza. Wannan abun ya daidai, shi yasa milikin Nigeria, sojojin Nigeria ba sa cin nasara, ba sa cin gaba, kuma ba za su ci gaban ba za su iya samu abun da suke so, saboda ba gaskiya a cikinsu. A kansu ma suna cuta kansa, a kansu sojojin Nigeria kan, ba ka gani kwanakin baya ba suna kuka wai an yaudare su, wai bare yi musu kyau ba, an yaudare su a cikin sojoji, an yaudare su. Ba ka gani su ba, sojoji suka yi wannan abun, ba kana gani su ba a irin ruwan da suke sha a Zambiza. Ana da helicopter, ya kamata doko ruwa je a ke musu, wanda suke yi maka yaki, wanda suke yi maka gadi, kar barawe zo sata ko kashe ka, amma baka bashi abinci. Wadansu ba a biya su kudi, akwai wani labari wanda zan bude yanzu, kajin wannan abun na san ya dade wannan abun ya faru, amma zan bude shi. Wani interview wanda aka yi mutum, daga Voice of America, shi ne yi wannan magana, amma zan bude shi kuma zan fito da shi domin kowa a ji, saboda irin yaudara da ana yi sojojin Nigeria. Wallahi jama'a, sai ka ji kawai a minti kadan. ku saurare ni kadan jama'a zan sa wannan abun wannan audio domin kai kaji saboda a Nigeria gaba daya ba abun da yake tafiya ba abun da yake da kai idan kuma ka zauna wajen kana ji zaka wannan abun a 2018 ne na gani saboda na tafa ji shi amma yanzu ina so in hada shi kuma ina so in sa shi ko wai saka ji irin abun da irin waya da suka sha a cikin.
Assalamu alaikum, ina wuni?
Assalamu alaikum, assalamu lafiya, kana ya aiki?
Lafiya da suna na Ali Mustapha Sakwata daga Washington nake kiran ka a VOA.
Thank you very much. To ni kuma ni soja ne amma gaskiya baran yi kiran sunana ba saboda sha'anin sharin aikin mu na sojan Najeriya.
Kware da gaske. To ga yamma abin da kake son mu sani.
To tsakani da Allah abin da nake so faɗa ma ina so a faɗa wa duniya ne sojan Najeriya sun ɗauke mu sun zo sun tara mu a kwandaga suna kai mu suna sa ana kashe mu daya bayan daya. Don ba dalilin da zai sa kwanan ne zai samu laftanar kwanan namu daga kwanda zai ɗaiɗe mu zuwa ba mai ce mu shiga bai faɗa mana ga inda za mu je ba. Sai da muka hankara muka samu kanmu ga mu ga sambisa. Sai da ya tura mu gaba ya raba mana kalan kaki biyu mu ya tura mu gaba da kalan mu na dai zakka mu ya shi kuma sojojinsa masu green uniform sai da ya bari mun isa har bakin daga shi da tankocin yakin gaba ɗaya sai ce mutanensa su koma. Ya da mutanensa gaba ɗaya suka koma da baya suka bar mu kaɗai kawai sojojin kwandiga muka je muka shiga tsakiyar mutanen nan sai da suka koma ya ja tankocin yakin gaba ɗaya su shilka su apc su wannan mai dogon duk suka koma t5 ɗin sai ya rage saura yara kawai ana ta kashe mu kamar ruwa. To saboda mai shi shekara 5 yana nan baya da zuciyar ya je ya gama wannan abun ana nan ana cin zalin ya'yan innocent so mu kuma mun zo da zuciya ɗaya mun zo mu gama wannan aikin ya ce ai mu tun da muke zuwa kullum muna advance muna yi da su ba ta ba samun kasuwanci a tsakanin mu ba ya zo ya ɗebe mu ya shigo da mu ta can ya za ma a ce kam ɗin Boko Haram bai fi kilomita tsakanin barak ɗin ba da inda suke sanan kuma su ba su taɓa yin komai a kai ba. Bai fi kilomita 2 ba tsakanin da in camp main camp ɗin ya zo ya tura mu sai da muka je gaba abun mamaki ma baka sani ba to da muka je ma wanda muke faɗa da su sai muka samu ma a cikin su ma akwai sojojin haya wanda sojojin Najeriya ne wanda su suka koyar da mu a Kwantagora an ji an yi hayar su an kawo su suna wannan aiki. Cikin su akwai wanda dai baran iya kira sunansa ba amma akwai sojoji wanda mun san su instructors namu ne su suka koyar da mu counter terrorist kuma muka gan su a ciki. Suna haɗin mu su ne snipers wanda an ɗauko su suna cikin ɗin yaran mu.
Su wayannan sojojin da aka ɗauko wanda suka yi aiki da ku a Kwantagora suke yaƙa ku suke yaƙa ko ƴan Boko Haram suke yaƙa?
Abun mamaki su da su raka mu kawai suka yi wanda suka zo daga Bama 202 da suka raka mu da muka gama shiga sai su suka koma da baya da su da tankunan yakin duka sai suka koma wai mu kullum muna faɗa ba ta taɓa samun casualty ba sai yanzu sun kai mu kenan mu samu casualty.
Tun yaushe kuka lura
mu da AK47 mun je muna faɗa da mutum mai AA BMG LMG ya za ne AK ya faɗa da mai LMG dan Allah dan Annabi oga za ka yarda
wato gaske
AK47 bai sai je session din mai MG ba ma balle je session din mai AA
wato magana da ake na cewa sun fi kuma kaman kirki gaskiya ce kenan
tsakani da Allah ba ƙarya Nigerian Army tana da makaman amma a bamu aiki an yaudare mu tun daga Kwantagora aka kawo mana LMG aka bamu muka yi testing muka yi training da shi amma da muka zo nan har yau banda ƙarya ba abin da Nigerian Army ba ta take kai mana ƙarya kawai an ce za bamu LMG za a yi kawai sai zo move an kawo mana wani commander wai shi Rambo ya zo ya tura mu shi kansa ya dawo za ka yi na kwanciya na sa masa ruwa ya gagara ma ya ci abinci ma don me ya san kanshi an kai shi a kashe shi ne.
To amma me yasa kake jin me yasa
bana aikin Nigerian Army aikin ina faɗa duniya ta sani duk wanda ya sa soja ya ɗansa a Nigerian Army ya tura ɗansa ya kashe shi ne don gaba ɗaya business suke yi da mu suna tura ne ana kashe mu saboda ta kara ba su manyan mu kuɗi da sunan suna mai ni tun da na zo na wata na 3 a Kwandiga ban ci naira 50,000 ba yau ba biya ni abin da yake naira 50,000 ba.
Amma manyan ka suna samun kuɗi.
Sai ne kamar kwana 4 a daji ina faɗa da Boko Haram sai na so sa zaɗo naira 1,000 ana bani ka duba renin wayo.
Amma manyan ku suna samun kuɗi.
A faɗa wa duniya sani Nigerian Army bata shirya yin dilin da yan Boko Haram ba suna yin business ne da Boko Haram suna biyan bukatar sa manyan sojojin Najeriya. Mu kuma kananan yara ana bin mu ana yanka mu ne kamar fari. Yanzu sojojin mun shiga wayancan sun yi abun mamaki wanda fa mun je supporting din su ne. Suka yi withdraw suka bar mu a dajin ko har bullet ɗaya ba su harba ba wanda muka je taimako suka gudu suka bar mu a bakin daga ga sai ga AS a kan hilos an rarrata manya-manyan bindigogi wanda daga mita 2000 zai iya kashe ka. Su aka zo ana harbin mu da su, mu kuma muna amfani da AL da sai kai kusa da mutum kamar 50 mita ko 100 mita kafin ka harbe shi same shi. Mu masu jikin karfe ne? Ko kuma ba mu da iyayen mu ba su son mu ne, to ni in gidan mu ma ba a so na zan koma, in ya so a kore na gidan mu tun da na zama professional duk wanda ya ga dama ya tare ni.
Saboda haka ka bar aikin soja daga yau kenan.
Ni daga yau ba ruwana da aikin soja in dai sai dai ta canja.
To yanzu
zalincin da suke wannan gidan soja gaskiya ni abun nan bare ba nan zan kashe kai ta akan ba ko sisi ba. Inda ma ana bani hakki na da soji yanzu inda na fito an kashe kusan mutum 39 yanzu aka ba mu gansu ba. Ina suke?
wanda kuka fita da su
wanda aka fara kashewa cikin mu har yau gawar sa yana nan yau sati biyu. Har yau gawar sa yana aje an gagara kai gawar sa gida an gagara ma biyan komai akan sa sun mai wannan ba wanda ba kai a bada ma wani 2 minutes ma na morning na wanda aka kashe mana ma da fari ma ba ba. Ya ta mai da mu yayin kaji muna waje muna sadakar da ramu muna bara wani kan yana hada yan canjin sa. So Allah ya isa wa Najeriya a mai baran ya sai ba duniya wala hira hakkin mu da suke ci da ran ɗan uwan da suke kashewa don na sama da mu saboda su samu su yi kuɗi kowa ya ci zai je game da akwai ranar isabi tana zuwa.
Saboda haka kana jin duk saboda wannan abubuwan ne aka kasa shawo kan mutanen nan da ake kokarin a yaƙe su kenan ko?
Wallahi irin wannan abubuwan da wasu aka gagara in ba abun mamaki ba sai nan da yana nan shekara 5 ga shi na tsakanin shi da yan boko haram kilomita 2 ya gagara gama da su. Shi yasa yanzu yana cewa wai mun da muka shigo yau mu ne zamu zo ne abin da su suka gagara yin shekara 5. Yau ne mutanen ba karfin mu suka fi ba mun soldiers ne ba su fi karfin mu ba amma laptop ko muka duba ba an kawo mana APC guda 5 da muka zo nan da kwamandan ya ce da ya shi ba ƙara masa kayan aiki sai ka cire kwamandan sai aka ɗauke APC in ku ta ka bar mu da kwaya 2 wannan ba ne wayo wannan ba hana su a gama da mu duka ba shi yace bari ya kai akan mutane zai zubar da su a daji a kashe su.
To yanzu kai a taka fahimta me yasa ake zuwa ana haɗa ku da junan ku kuna kashe junan ku ne dan me?
Ni dai ina gaya maka wannan gwamnatin da muke ciki suna business ne na neman kuɗi sai kuma suka koma suna amfani da rayukanmu saboda su suka alkirayen su. Boko Haram rana ɗaya za a iya gama da su duk wanda ya faɗa ma wai Boko Haram wai kwana 2 ko 3 ƙarya ne rana ɗaya Najeriyan Army za ta iya gama da su in ta shirya amma ni kam Najeriyan Army ba ta shirya ba kuma ba za ta yi amfani ba ni raina ya fi karfin suna son raina fiye da ni kare ban yi san gama da problem din Najeriya ba. Da cire kuɗin nan su kawo su biya wa hakkin mu ma na aikin da muka yi a nan. Tun Januwari ina nan na ce maka ban ci abin da ke 50,000 ba. Ka faɗa wa duniya ni na faɗa. Suna na ne kawai baran kira ba wanda ya san murya na yi. Amma yau tun Januwari an hana ni zuwa sallah an hana mu zuwa Christmas. Mu muna kwanta gora muna training ɗin banza training ɗin ofi. Mun zo nan kuma da training ɗin a jikin mu a bar mu yi aikin anti. Sai dai a ga tura mu jiki banza kuma life jacket ba bamu ba. Kuma life jacket wannan rigan karfe nan da ake sawa mai protection na bullet. Mun yi complain an hana mu. Wani yaran almajirai ne to bari ga maka ba yaran almajirai bane ka faɗa wa duniya. Wayannan train soldiers ne train soldiers ma foreign trainees ma yaran Niger Chad Libya duk suna cikin su. To kaga wannan yanzu karfin almajiri ko? A
cikin su yan Boko Haram din akwai mutanen da ba na yan Najeriya ba akwai
yan Libya a cikin su akwai yan Niger akwai yan Chad. Sannan kuma akwai sojojin Najeriya ma daga cikin wanda ta tashi akan ji Allah har yanzu. Su sai musu aiki su koma bakin aiki.
Suna faɗa a gefen yan Boko Haram suna faɗa da ku.
Ginin din mu su kakkashe mu kaga yanzu kuma wanda aka kashe mun nan labari ya shiga ba za ta turo miliyoyin wa GOC waye saboda ya kara karfi ya kara kayan aiki ba bari gama kudin yana aljihunsa kuma za ta ce bai bamu ya gagara bamu idan jimara ya mana alkawari an bamu ɗan ɗanji ma sabuwar kira mai ɗan nini dogon dango ya ce bamu ɗan ƙananan magazin da muke rikewa wanda ka rubu mutum 2-3 magana ya kare.
To yanzu akwai
ɗan amu ma kuma amu ma babu muka tafi tafiya sai muna tafiya muna manufin wai kai manajin ɗan amo don Allah da annabi wanda ba ka
akwai yanzu akwai sojoji irin ka
ranar juma'a tun karfe 9 dare da safe har karfe 6 wuta yana zuba kan mu to zan ga maka makamai masu bullet din su ma ɗan Kaduna nan ne wa yake ba su
kuma wancan ga su da makamai yanzu akwai mutane
daina zaluntar yaran sojojin da suke sadi ba suna kaiwa suna kashewa don saboda kuma suna da iyaye kuma suna da iyaye.
Akwai sojoji da yawa irin kada suka.
Ko rana ɗaya ne za a yi ta da gare in ko ba su da niyya.
Akwai sojoji da yawa irin kada suka watsar da aikin soja saboda wannan abin da ke faruwa.
Da su sai wanda aka aje su kusan shekara 5 a nan dukkan su yan Boko Haram ne. Dukkan su a faɗa duniya na faɗa. Dukkan su yan Boko Haram ne don me in ba yan Boko Haram ba ya za kana zaune da ilimin ka tsakanin ka da shi kilomita 2 har kai shekara 5 wajen kana zaune lafiya. Ko bai taɓa kawo maka hari ba baka kai masa hari ba. In an ce ka kai masa hari sai ka je ka ɗan yi tafiyan mita 50 ko 30 sai ka yanko kwana ka ce ai baka iya ba. Kuma har yau yana zaune wajen me yake yi. Har ya zo yana ce mana wai is act of cowardice. Ya zo jiya mun so mu da shi in ban ya gudu ba.
Yanzu akwai sojoji da yawa irin kada suka watsar da aikin soja saboda bacin ransu irin naka.
Shi wallahi yau sojojin ma daga suka bullo ta daji wanda ma an gudu an bar su a daji da suke bullowa wasu da yawa suna isowa suna je bindiga su suna wucewa gidansu fiye da mutum 20. Fiye da mutum 20 na ce maka yanzu haka a wannan bataliya da muke a Kwanduga sun kare.
To yanzu ba kwa.
Ina maka maganar nan yanzu haka ina shirin wucewa ne kawai na ce da faɗa a duniya ne ta san abin da yake faruwa. Waɗannan mutane a asirce suke yin abun da sanin su komai.
Ba kwa tsoron abin da rundunar sojan Najeriya za ta yi ta zo tana neman ku ko bayan kun tafi?
Wallahi yanzu haka yara suna nan a daji ma mun fito ma ina ma ana ta cewa ana ta tura sojoji guri kariya ne. Sojojin da suke Maiduguri ana cewa sun 10,000 kariya ne. In muna da sojoji 10,000 na da Boko Haram sun kare. Boko Haram sun su nawa ne?
Sojojin nawa ne?
Duka sojojin da muke na ɗauka wata lissafi da su.
Ba su kai nawa ba?
Kuma a kaskashe suke wuri guje don garin ba garamin gari ba ne. Kaskashe Maiduguri babban gari ne. To kamun ka kasa sai ta gama duka local government zuwa. To mun da muke cikin kwallo zama duka ba mun ciyan 100 da wani abu ne kuma mu ɗin ne muke fita mu ɗin ne kasar muke ja da su. Don saboda mu ba munafukai a cikin ba mu jima ba. Duk wani sojan da ya wala ya gadi ya zama dan Boko Haram in ba ka ba shege nake. A cire su a kan sojoji da za su yi aikin nan. Ana ɗaya a shiga a je a yi kiliyarin sama da ƙasa a tsarin komai wannan abin ya kare. Amma baran gaya maka in ba su yaka ba to wallahi gwamnatin nan ne take zaluntar yan arewa saboda ta ci musu galaba a kasan arewar ta da take da ƙarfi a Najeriya. To ana nema a nakasa ta ne saboda kawai ko da ka ga da ya iso. A confusion din mutane lokacin da sun zo masu ba gaskiya ne sai har a gama abin da za a yi har ya kare ba su san ma ne ake yi ba shi ta ba su kuma.
To madalla to.
Wannan magana na duka rediyo kar ka wani borewa fa.
To insha Allah za mu sa.
Na shiga inda network da yance yanzu muna mota.
To mun gode kwarai da gaske Allah ya kiyaye kaji ko?
Gode dan Allah a taimaka a raya innocence ana kashe wanda ba su ji ba su gani ba. Allah kashe mutane a nan wurin gabaran bore maka ba. Allah kashe ba sai dan sai wano zara duniya ta sani.
To mun gode.
Allah kuma sai ya kontrol wannan abin yanzu ba. Har su mutu su kansu sai ta same su har gida. Don komai na bar aikin sun da wallahi.
To mun gode kwarai da gaske. To ka layin naka ya fara bata kamar da kace.
Kai complain akan hakkinka za a sai ka ga an yi maka order an yi maka an dismissal ɗinka. To in ba ya ci ba ka tsare ne ina na zo su ka zo ka dismissal ina mai kace son gaba.
To mun gode kwarai da gaske kaji Allah ya kiyaye.
To na gode sosai dan Allah a maganar na a duniya duka. Najeriya ne da gwamnatin Najeriya sun suke kashe mutane duguriyo. A cikin Boko Haram.
To jama'a na san kowa yake ji abin da wannan mutum yake fada shi sojan Najeriya wanda yake cikin Zambiza lokacin wannan abin ba yanzu ne aka yi wannan magana amma abin da ya fada lokacin tun 2018 ne shine yake faru har yanzu jama'a sojoji nawa ne aka kashe irin wannan abin zai sa ka kai ka tuba kai ka gane kai ka yi magana kai ka tashi ka tabbatar abin da gwamnati yake gaya maka ba gaskiya ba ne a ci gaba da zanga-zanga to ga irin zanga-zanga wanda yake ana yi a America yanzu akan mutum daya wanda ya mutu su ne mutane wanda sun san value na rayuwar mutum sun san amfanin ran mutum gaba daya irin wannan abin muke fito kowane lokaci muna gaya muku a tashi a daina kowai daina aikin Nigeria sai dai a yi referendum ku zona a kasanku da kanku duk abun da kuka so ku yi da addinin kuma ku nema shugaban kasan ku ba wai mutum wanda ya shigo daga wani bangara ya zo ya yaudare ku wannan san ba su kudi an ba mai gidan ku kudi suka yi da suka bar su suka shigo gari jama'a irin wannan abun shine muke tashi kowane lokaci muna magana irin wannan abun shine mai gidan mu mazi inan da Kano ya gani ba kyau shine ya ce zan yi abin da Allah ya turo ni zan tabbatar haske ya shigo inda ba haske saboda abin da ya hana haske shigowa kariya ne shine ana fito da kariyan ana gaya mutane gaskiya abin da yake faru ya mutum zai zo na office yana sata kudi kowane lokaci kudi ne yake sata yana sata kudi yana zubar yana sa juhunsa zai je Dubai zai siya gida buratai wanda kana gani yanzu irin gida wanda ya siya a Dubai wallahi ko shugaban kasan dan Dubai ma bare iya siya irin wannan gida amma baka sani ba aina ya samu wannan kudi ko ya yi aiki a shekara 100 wanda yake zuwa bare salary dinsa bare ke wannan bane kana ji na salary dinsa bare ke wannan abin nan shi ya siya irin wannan gidan amma gashi yana da gidan yanzu ga kuma gidan ya zo na a hannunsa wannan kudin da ya sata jama'a kuma za tura mutum eje yi kaza ana kasa su a banza kamar mutum ba wani abu bane gasken ne ana so a fito amma abin da yake damun mu bakin fata yada da gaskiya yana da kyar mu yada da gaskiya abin da mun fi so abin da ba kyau shi yasa duniya ne yana duniya ba dadi a kanmu baya ne muke koma saboda kariya muke so ga yanzu Garba Shehu ya tashi ya zo ya yi press release yana ta giya yan Nigeria wai ga kaza abin da mazi innan da Kano da IPOB yake yi wai ya doko 85,000 yana ta ba kowane wata yana tabbatar saboda kashewa da ana yi a Nigeria jama'a ke wanda kana jin wannan abin baraka yi tunani ba baraka gane zaka ce wannan mutum shi kuma Garban ya rubuta rubucensa wai shi ba Christian ba fa amma jama'a baraka yi tunani da kanka ka gane gaskiyan wannan mutum ba wai shi Christian ne ba shi dan Jewish ne amma ya gani abin da ana yi Kristoci ba kyau har ma musulmin ma abin da ana yi su ba kyau shi yasa ya fara wannan abin to ga Garba Lawa da gwamnatin su Garba Shehu da gwamnatin su suke tashi da maganan su saboda an kawo gaskiya to ke kaji wannan magana ke kana gane abu menene zaka ga kanka zaka yi da shi ko zaka yi da mu zaka gani haske ka koma duhu ka tuba lokacin tubanka ya zo kuma idan kana tuba haska zai shigo idan kuma hasken yana shigo duk abubuwan da kana nema a duniya duk wannan abun wanda kana so gwamnatin Najeriya ci gaba a yi maka wanda wanda yake yi shi yanzu ne zaka fara gane a wannan abun jama'a irin wannan abun ya sa muke fito kowane lokaci muna wannan magana muna muku wazi domin ku tuba domin idon ku bude jama'a anan ne zan siya magana dina amma zan bude abin nan dinmu idan line dinmu idan kana so ka yi magana kai ka kiriya mu ka yi magana a lambar da zaka same mu zaka same mu a +18326373499 bari saka fada kuma +18326373499 amma kafin ka fara kiriya zamu je mu yi zamu je mu sharuwa mu dan dawo kuma mu yi magana a turanci domin idan kana kiriya ka kiriya da turanci da Hausa ka kiriya domin lokaci muna da lokaci da yawa muna da lokaci da za mu yi magana kuma duniya zai ji muranka most especially kai wanda ana cuta kai wanda ana yaudare inda kake ana yaudare ka ana ta kashe muku danwa kai dan Plateau kai dan Benue kai dan Kaduna kai dan ina ne dan Zamfara duk inda kake ana ta yaudare ku abinda ana so kai ka yi ka tashi kawai ka yi magana domin duniya su ji idan Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bai tashi ba bai je wajen ba duniya ba su gane ba jama'a. To jama'a assalamu alaikum, bari mu je mu sharuwa mu dawo saboda mu ba Jibril ɗan Sudani ba wanda idan yana magana bare sharuwa ba saboda abin da ya sa gabansa ba fiskansa ba ne, fiskan wani ne aka sa wannan mutum.
Ka batuna dan banza janar Buhari ga yar addu'a ga abacha irin aikin ka suka yi a rana. Ne mutso ko kazani sun musu aikin sun kashe su a kowa zai shaidar batuna. Janar Buhari bare kai dan boko haramun ka rubuta a duhu na rani. Dan banza janar Buhari kare ne mutso ko kazani. Angoli taimakuwa a daji mikiya kwata taimake ta. Dan banza janar Buhari nan fa ta sa mata kai na zabo har jama'a wasu na ta santa. Ashe a cikin gangar jikinta akwai matsala fa ku an kare ta. Dan kuturu ba ayaban shi ya girma da yatsa a baya yami. Shi baba Buhari mahaukaci ne baki na da ibai fada ba. Dan banza janar Buhari mahaukata fa suna challenging dan hauka ta su ta kaiwa. Dan shi ke ta fada da kowa har Allah ma abai bari ba. Domin ya yi kisa a Zazzau ya noke mu uku kazami. Iri kuban manta da kai ba dan asali na tabin tababba.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. This is Radio Biafra Hausa Service 2, coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London, being deputized by the good man himself, Mazi Ucheme, under the leadership of one and only Onyindu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and he is the director of Radio Biafra and her television. And this message is coming to you from me, a servant of the Most High, a servant of the indigenous people of Biafra, and a proud disciple of our leader in the person of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Today we are looking into some certain issues, mostly the reaction of the the press release of the presidency of Zoological Republic of Nigeria regarding the $85,000 they said that the IPOB leadership has been moving around to use it to get fame or give to people for the killing of the Christians. So these are the things we have been looking into to see the advantages and as well to let the world, mostly the zoologians, those who still claim that they are Nigerians, to understand what is going on and what they should be doing at this moment. This is the main topic of what we have today. Before our lines will be open, let's look into this issue critically. Let's have one or two understanding towards what is happening. Number one is that even as at now, the headline have been twisted by the British, by the BBC Pidgin. I saw the headline, how they twisted it. Now they are putting it that the leader of indigenous people of Biafra is collecting $85,000. Why people are so wicked? That is the question. You see why black continent is going down. That thing was not written by a white man. Although it is BBC, they will support it because it will feed them well. They will earn something from it. But that thing, that write-up was not written by a white guy. It's by a black guy who might as well be a Christian in that zoo or have a relative that is living in that zoo and that have been killing or been killed by the Ishmaelite, by the Muslims, by the Fulanis. And nobody is talking. His church cannot talk because his church had been compromised. Any pastor that cannot stand on the pulpit and defend his own faithful had been compromised, either by fear or by money or whatever. Then this person that wrote that thing, that made that headline on BBC Pidgin News, is a Christian. Or even though they could be a Yoruba man, maybe from the Muslim part of it, but he must have a relative who is a Christian that have been killed But look at the way they twisted it. Tomorrow you will come out and say, why is it that Africa is not progressing? Let me tell you, progress moves with light, and the light is honesty. Any place you see that there is no honesty in this world, they don't stand on the truth, it will be very difficult for progress to go there. And that is the problem of an average black man, both their leadership and everybody. This is the truth, but they will never follow it. They prefer a different thing completely. Look at the press release. That press release was not written by the Biafrans or the IPOB. It was written by the Fulanis, by the government of the zoology, by the government of Buhari that is dead. But now somebody has come and taken the news to twist it into a different thing. Because maybe people will log on to their website because they are BBC and they listen to whatever and take away any garbage they posted there and believe on that than maybe the one we are talking and other places. Look at how somebody, a grown-up man or a woman, is either a man or a woman, could be the editor or whatever, a grown-up person. Look at how he just twisted. You see truth and you turn it, and tomorrow you say there is no light. Tomorrow you say that the road is not good. Tomorrow you say that there is no medicine in the hospital to treat people. Whereby you are there. At the beginning of the year, they run out the budget, tell you how it's going to be. And you are there, see how they share the money. You saw all those things and you did not say anything. At the end of the day, you are still complaining. How can you eat your cake and have it? Because you are a black man, because you are evil, because you are wicked, because your heart is full of darkness. Immediately I read that thing, I couldn't hold myself. After some time, I now see our leader now publish it on his Facebook. How can the same man you people are criticizing, the same man you people want to crucify, the same man you people have said all manner of things, he is the one fighting for your own good. For your own good. For your own good. The killing has been going on day and night. Day and night. The Fulani have been killing people. They have been killing people. And this thing is a well-coordinated plan. Well orchestrated. And they are marshalling it out gradually. And it's working out perfectly for them. Because they know that they have bought everybody. Both the religious leader, both the traditional leader, the politicians are gone. Nobody is there again. The things you are seeing there is just an empty vessel. Then they begin to unleash their mayhem to people. Nobody has the temerity to talk. Nobody has the ball to stand. One man came out to do it for you. You are still against him. Even till this time. He's not a Christian. Yes. But that does not mean that I don't think that there is any religion that will come out and prove to themselves that indeed they support evil. You, whatever you practice, is your own religion supporting killing? I don't think so, because there is no any religion that supports such a thing, unless if there is behind. But openly, why is it that it did not rise up all this while to come and defend the people? How many press releases have you written? How many articles have you written? How many publications have you done over this thing to prove that you have been doing, but maybe the world have not heard you, or you don't have the money to push it? How many can you tell me? The answer is none. Only to betray, only to betray, only to sabotage, only to write negative things against the good thing. And tomorrow you will be waiting for good thing to happen. How will it come, black people? How will it come? From where? They have been massacring innocent women and children in southern Kaduna. They have been killing people in Taraba, in Plateau. Some certain local government in Plateau State, as at now I'm talking to you, the indigenous people of Plateau are no more there. They have run away. They have killed a lot of them. And they are Christians. Their pastors are there. Their bishops are there. Their reverend fathers are there. Nobody is talking. They are making their money day and night. They are giving you offering. But you cannot. Then this person that I remember when our leader suffered the first time in Israel. It was a pastor from Redeemed Church, the GO of the regime, that said that the Biafrans will never be Jewish and whatever. That they made the issue of this a Jewish something, which I will come to that later, came up. What has that man done with all his money? God, we thank God, God bless him. Nobody's looking into your wealth, because most of the time when people are talking about as if you are jealous of what they have made. No. But the thing is that what are you using it for? Now that somebody has come out to help his people, you are against him. You are against his wish. You are against what he's doing, which is very, very bad. And these are the areas we are emphasizing most of the time. The protest Adeboye did one certain time about the killing was a formality, because people had been talking and talking and talking before they came out to do this, whatever the charade they came out and just showed to the world. How much have they spent to make sure that the people that matters, people who supposed to come and look into this issue, had it? How much? Everything cost money. Even for him to fly from where he is to US or to UK, any place you wish to go, it will cost you money. They have that money, but they never. But you will sit where you are and write one rubbish to decry, to condemn, to criticize the innocent person who is doing something because you are a black man, because your heart is full of wickedness. That's all. There's no need of talking any other thing. It's because of the wickedness in your heart. It's out of our wickedness that made us to be enslaved by the white, up till today, still serving the white people. And they know that is the word we are. If you are fool, then people will use you. If you are foolish, you become a slave to the other people until you become wise. After they said that no more colonialism, but they bring in a different one. We accept it. Is it not Fulani that is helping the British to still colonize us by doing their bits so that British will get their oil? Then they will do your own people, your own race, your own same color. Look at what somebody just made as headline in BBC Pidgin. If you have not seen that, go and Google it. You see the way he twisted it. Somebody can't just come out and stand and speak. I don't just want to mention this guy's name now. If not, I would have said what he wrote on his Facebook as well regarding all these things that are happening. You know? So our people, this is the right time. You need to stand up and defend the truth. It doesn't matter who speak it out. Hence, it is truth. It is truth. And if your religion is the religion that don't support the truth, no matter who said it, it's better you go away from it. I will advise you for that. Because truth is natural. It's absolute. It has no brother, has no sister. It doesn't belong to any sect. Nobody owns it. When you speak of truth, you speak of God. If we should define truth with the biblical aspect of it, truth means the word of God. That is the truth. God has no religion. God does not belong to any place. And after our leader mentioned that everybody was Jewish, people begin to react. And these are the things that we need to have the understanding. Because the three major religions that has nothing with paganism in it. You talk about the Judaism, you talk about the Christianity, you talk about the Islam. These three religions came from one angle. Christianity is a derivative of Judaism, whereby Islam is the derivative of both Christianity and Judaism. Because when you read the Quran, you still see the same law Moses enacted. He received from the Most High himself. Moses was the only prophet that received message from the Most High directly. I saw him. He went up to the mountain and he collected the law. For 40 days he was there with the Most High. He came down. He is the only prophet, and that is why he's been respected. He brought the law. So it's a copy of what he has written. Moses did not form anything Judaism. Judaism was later formed. Even after the death of in 400th century. It was formed in 400th century, I think. Because during the time Yeshua HaMashiach was on earth, there was nothing like Judaism, neither Christianity or whatever. What they just practice is the law. The law that was given to them, it was what they were practicing as at that time. It was after all the exile and the demolition of the temple in Jerusalem in 70 AD that people scattered. And when they begin to recall, all this formation began. Christianity was formed by the Constantine after the Council of Nicaea in 325 AD. That was when the Europeans formed that and began to compile the books which we call Bible today. All those books were written in, is just different books that were come together. They compiled it together to what we call Bible. Islam started existing from 600 AD. Christianity had been existed for 600 years before Islam came in, and is a copy from the law of Moses. Is a copy from the law of Moses. So the issue of Judaism, you may not understand what our leader is trying to tell you. He didn't say you are a Jewish man. No, but he's telling you where your belief come from, so that you should not go and make noise outside there. So what we are discussing now, you that know the truth, what are you doing? You still support the evil. You still support the evil. Garba Shehu that wrote, Garba Shehu, who did what? Who wrote the press release? So they know that there are killings in the zoo, but they have never uttered such a press release before. Every week you will come out and hear the killing somewhere, one place or the other, one place or the other. If they kill in Zamfara, they will run to Kaduna. If they kill in Kaduna, they will run to Taraba. This is how they will be doing it, to change your mind. But they are still doing what they have, the agenda. They are still pushing the agenda. And the human being will hear all these things and still be in support of this evil. And you want development in Africa, and you begin to think, why is it that there is no any development in African continent? You caused it. Only that headline alone will tell somebody supposed to understand, even though you are not a Biafran, even though you are not in support of IPOB, what this young man is doing, is it not enough for you to say thank you? Come out publicly. If you will thank the government that you pay tax, that's supposed to use the tax money to do the needful thing. The day they tie one road, how many kilometers, with all the billions they will target, you will come out and be thanking them because you don't have brain. But this man now is the one fighting for your life with money he gathered, begging people to contribute, is what he's using. Then somebody now saw it and now twisted. He want to rubbish his name out of wickedness. Brother, sister, is it not time you know the truth? Is it not time you repent? Is it not time you yourself, even though you are not a Biafran and IPOB, you are not even from that region, but you have seen such a good thing, is it not time that you should stand for them? That is the question I'm asking you. Because you want Africa to develop. Because you want Africa to be like America. This is what you will do for it to be like that. If not, it will not work. How will it work? How will it work when you are using lie to build your foundation? They are killing your people in the same country, you are not talking. They say, let's divide this country, you are angry. The oil you are dragging is because of oil. Tell me what you have benefited from it. You, whether you Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, you the masses, tell me what you have benefited. They sold the oil. They didn't use the money to build school for you, good school. You can't have a very good environment in the school premises where you are, the so-called government school and whatever. Go to hospital, nothing is there. Nothing is there. There are some certain hospital in the north, under the mango tree. Under the mango tree, they are putting people drip. I wonder how that person will survive. If not, God will survive, will save him. You don't have good road, brother. People are dying on road accident. None of the road are motorable as it should be, to the standard that is supposed to be. People are dying on the street, on the road, as a result of road accident, not because the drivers are not expert in driving, but because the roads are not good. You don't have light. Every year they will budget of this thing, tell you, Is it not the late Buhari that was accusing Obasanjo of $16 billion he budgeted for power and still during his time? Where is it? Where is the power? Where is the money? People like you cannot stand up. Those people who wrote that nonsense in BBC Pidgin can't rise up and, demand for justice over that money. Over that money. They won't rise up, but rather it is this one that is fighting for human life. Innocent women and children that have been killed, murdered day and night, every day. Helpless people that you didn't even provide food. Look at common palliative that countries are giving, even giving to other foreigners that are staying in their country during this coronavirus of a time. Whether you are their citizen or not, they will give you food to eat, help you because of what is happening. The government of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria that have been selling oil for the past 65 years, selling oil, could not even provide the good food. Even the so-called north that they said is their own area, it is the place where hunger it is. How much and how many people could they share the money they told us? The one you saw on clips and whatever was just a mere formality. The remaining one, they share it. What have you been gaining? But you look at a man who has come to do something for you. You will never see good in him. You will never like him. You want to want, and you want the good. How will it come? How will it come? You have a president that cannot come and address you because he's not there. People have been asking, where is the vice president? Why will somebody being appointed be so effective in the office more than an elected officer, elected man? Osibanjo was elected. If anything really happens to the president, he's supposed to be taking charge. But people under appointment are the one doing what he's supposed to do. And these people that are writing nonsense on Facebook, on social media, on other mainstream media, cannot see all this thing. You see, you call it politics, and you are draining. You are sinking down day and night. Life is not easy for you, your own people. Maybe they have bribed you with 2 million naira, 3 million naira, 5 million, which will finish within a twinkle of an eye. Maybe you use it to finish 1 or 2 projects you have been there for years. Is that the end? What is the future? The children you are giving birth, how can they be, which company are they going to be employed? How secured is their life? The same Fulani will come and kill them in the night. The same Fulani will wait for them on the road. My dear people, it is the high time you rise up against this injustice, against this wickedness you have in your heart. This is the time. This is the time. And all the religious leaders, this is the time you need. Is a spit on your face that a Jewish man is the one defending you with all the billions you have. Just as somebody wrote on Facebook. Honestly, it's a spit, it's a shame to you. Redeemed Church, there have been born a lot of Redeemed Church in the north. There have been killed a lot of pastors, ministers, members of the Redeemed Church from the Yoruba angle. They have killed a lot of them. But they have not made any move of this. Even if there is, they won't bring out their money to support it. Only Redeemed Church would have done this kind of thing. Be lobbying people, lobbying senators who are Christian in the United States. Because going to UK is nonsense. Europe is evil. If you don't know, Europe is evil. And that is why church is going down there. Tell me one booming church in Europe. There is none. Tell me one indigenous church, whether Catholic or whatever, that is still going on. Forget about Vatican. Vatican is there for a different thing. And when the time comes, you understand what is going on there. Apart from that, tell me a booming church in Europe. These people are evil. They have gone. And that is why Ishmael is eating them. You must know that. You must know that. Why can't Redeem move a place like US and be lobbying these senators regarding the killing of their own people, burning of their own church? But they will never. They will never. And you that are members of the church, they will tell you what to do. You will not listen. The worst part of it is an Igbo man to go there and worship. I'm telling you, you are the worst fool. You are the worst fool. They only give you prayer point, and some of their prayer point is to make sure that you pray against yourself, and you will pray it because you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. They know who you are. That is why they don't want you to be who you are meant to be. They'll be pushing you towards the wrong direction because they are jealous of what is in you. They are jealous of what is in you. And that jealousy is what is cooking their heart to be so wicked. How can somebody get up and go and write such a thing? Twisted it, turn it against us. Turn it against our leader. With all the effort he's making in BBC. It was I'm sure that thing is being written because it is in pidgin. The editor and the writer must be a black man from the Zoological Republic. And it will not escape the Yorubas. Their own people have been killed. Fulani is in their own land as at now. What are they doing? Nothing. They are Moteke they set up. They have been politicized. Nobody hears about Moteke anymore. We don't know whether they exist or not. Because of their interest in the government. The corrupt government, the corrupt system of 2023 of Bola Tinubu that we saw bullion van in his house. What is a bullion van of a central bank doing in somebody's house, a politician for that matter? If such a thing happens in America, that person will be in jail. Where is Jefferson, the man that hold a deal of $100 and something thousand or thereabout with Atiku Abubakar? He's in jail. That is the truth. That is why they are moving forward. That is why they are developing. That is why they are advancing. But you cannot see such a thing in the zoo in Africa. You can't see it. You want to develop. You want to go further. You want to go high. But you are not doing what you're supposed to do. Do that which you're supposed to do, and you see the good thing happening. My dear people. Do the good thing. Remove wickedness. Remove evil. All of you writing nonsense on Facebook. I believe that at this time now you will repent. You will see the truth. Make a change. Make a U-turn. For that Africa you are dreaming, for it to be civilized, make a U-turn. If not, forget about it. This is Radio Biafra Hausa Service 2 coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London. Being deputized by the good man himself, Mazi Uchemefo, and under the leadership of one and only Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kano, the incorruptible leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and the director of Radio Biafra and her television. And this message is coming to you from me, a proud disciple of our leader, and also a servant of the Most High, and a servant of the indigenous people of Biafra in the person of Nwachineke. We will continue to do the needful thing. We will not relent. Now our line will be open in case you have a message, you have anything to share, you have an information, you can call in with this number +183. You get us on WhatsApp +183 263733499. I repeat, +183 263733499. This is Radio Biafra Hausa Service 2. This is Radio Biafra Hausa Service 2. You can call in now and make your contribution as our lines are open.
Biafra ga digide we ruo mgbe ebighị ebi.
Caller, can you hear me? Your name and where you are calling from?
I can hear you sound and clear, my brother. Shalom, Nwachineke.
Shalom, my dear brother.
I remain unstoppable. CED.
Mazi unstoppable.
I am unstoppable.
Where have you been? Are you sleeping?
Mazi, I am not sleeping.
Carry on, my
Mazi, I got some injury. Yes, I got accident, so I have been
really sorry.
I have been planning to call this way. Shalom, Nwachineke.
Shalom, my dear brother.
Yeah, it has been a long time. When I was listening, some of the time I will call, but I will not stay through. So I will be so angry. And my brother, we are moving ahead without any compromise, without any relating, because what we are doing, we are more formidable than every other thing you can imagine. My brother, I say let me thank you first, but I will still come through tomorrow to comment. Keep on keeping on. We are there already. Oh, Mose Biafra, come rain, come shine. So, Nwachineke, keep on keeping on. I will call back.
Thank you.
Because my phone, my battery is still down.
Hearing your voice, I'm really happy.
Thank you, brother.
It has been a long time. I've not hearing from you. Because soldiers we will sojourn on. We'll press on until Biafra is out, and nothing will stop the rest of the nation of Biafra this time. We'll continue to press on. Thank you for calling, my dear brother. This is Radio Biafra Outside Service 2 coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London. This message is coming to you from me, Nwachineke. You can call in now and make your contribution plus 183-263-73499 plus 183-263-73499.
Beloved homeland of our great heroes, we must defend our lives or we shall perish. We must protect our souls from all our foes. But if the price is they all we hold dear, then let us die without a shred of fear.
This is Radio Biafra Outside Service 2. And this message is coming to you from me, Nwachineke. Let me see if my colleague is here with me. Anene, are you with me? If you are with me, I would like you to greet the world.
Yes, my brother, I'm here.
Are you there?
Thank you so much. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Right. Yeah, I can hear you now, loud and clear.
Very good. Very good.
You're welcome.
My fellow friends. Yes, thank you, my brother. Nwachineke. Thanks for holding the candle as usual. Keeping the torch burning. That's what we have to do because, if not us, then who? And if not now, then when? Exactly. Fellow Biafrans, this is Anene from Austin, Texas. My greetings to all of you, wherever you are. Our hearts being together. Looking forward to when we are going to get to Biafra and really settle down. So that even when we are hungry and we eat a piece of oka and dube, we'll be content, we'll be satisfied, we'll be fed. We'll feel full because it's a place where we have all the rights in the world that God gave to us. And nowhere else can we have the rights that God gave us on our own soil, the land of our fathers, Biafra. And so, Mazi, I just joined in. I don't know what topic that you have. Is it? I'm sure it's about something going on.
Yeah, Mazi, let's take this call before I come back to you, Mazi. Let's take this call. Call on the line. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Yes, my name is I am calling from the Kingdom of Cambodia.
From
I
Cambodia.
just
You're
got
highly
to
welcome.
yes. I just want to say hi to what hi to you and you are doing a very good job. You are picking up there. You are learning from people out there. I just say thank you so much. I send my greetings to my great leader, King Mazin Nandekano, and all the principal officers of the IPV worldwide. I say, may Chukwu Kagama guide all of us to that life is restored. Say, he said.
You see?
Thank you.
You
I'll call
see?
next time. I don't want to confirm this number. I'll call next time.
All right, all right. Yeah, I will save this number. I will save it. I see the number on the screen. It ends with 559, right?
Bye. Yeah.
All right, all
Thank
right,
you.
all right, brother. Welcome. All right, back to you, Mazi Anene. Mazi Anene, you joined us late, but let's look into what we have been discussing here. Before we go further to the
Okay.
other things, there are two things I want to throw you one or two questions to hear your idea and as well let the word hear. I heard that Okezi Ikpazu, the governor of Abia State, have been tested positive on coronavirus. What is your own understanding on that? What is your stake on that statement?
Hallelujah. I mean, did you really have to ask? I mean, we thank God. And I hope he really progresses very severely, very seriously, and eventually takes his life. Because, let- let- let's
Mazi, hold on. Let's
then,
take this call. Let's take this call. Hold on, Mazi.
yeah.
Call on the line. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Mazi Nwachineke,
And you too, my dear brother.
I want to also salute our co-host, Mazi Anene. Mazi, I want to speak on the issue concerning us eminently, especially our brothers, Biafrans. What is happening now, we see that these people, the only antics, the only thing they learned from the British is just divide and rule. It was just divide and rule. You see, they have tried every possible means to divide our brothers from the coastal area. They couldn't. They saw that IPOB was a unifying factor. And now they have now switched over to religion. They looked at the religion and they saw that they cannot break us. Now they are now finding a way to allege that our leader has been collecting a form of fund to pull down this entity. We will not be distracted. What I want to encourage our brothers that they should not mind what they are doing. They should not mind whatever they are doing. Our leader has been sponsored by ourselves, by our own humanitarian service, by our own little amount we put up to make sure that this struggle is moving. And what I will tell Brother Shehu this night is that we cannot be deceived. We cannot be deceived. When our leader tweeted on his tweeted, he said that we are ready, that they should come out, that we are ready. It was something that replicated itself this morning in our area. I will not go deep in what happened in our area. That's to tell you how formidable we are. That's to tell you how formidable we are. So I would like to use this opportunity to thank our family members and those who are working assiduously hard, and our brothers in America that are waking up. Our brothers in America that are waking up. This issue that our leader has been stressing, it concerns every one of us. It concerns every one of us. If we are in our nation, we will not be passing through black and white, this, that, all this issue. And I would like to use this opportunity to thank all of our brothers that came out during the protest to voice out what happened, what is happening among blacks in Africa. And our family members in America at White House that came out, at Capitol Hill that came out in protesting, about what is going on. I know that we see that in the media, they don't want to push us out of the media, but we have found a very strong hold in media, and I think that the whole world is hearing out of that. And by this year, because of Caribbean, sometimes that will be entering our own heart. We need to God bless you. I remember Mazi Fortune is the zonal coordinator for Kaliki Zone 2. And right now, for Kaliki Zone 2. And Kaliki Zone 2 is located in Abakaliki province. Shalom.
Shalom, my dear brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your
Thank you, my
wonderful
brother.
contribution.
Thank you so much.
And remain resolute. Thank you very much. All right, let me go back to Mazi Anene. Mazi Anene, you were saying something regarding our the governor of Abia State that was tested positive on COVID-19.
Yeah, and I say hallelujah. I say thank God if that's true, though. If that is true, because we don't know. Anything that comes out of
exactly. That is the area I'm expecting you to say something, Mazi. That is the area exactly. If it is true, because indeed we know that it is politics. You remember before you go, you remember that of Anambra one certain time. If not that our leader come up on air and cancel, open the eyes of people, tell people that thing is lie. How they try to form something and they impose it into the head of a particular man. Of which that man made a video that went viral of him. Man, it's like receiving calls today. Hold on, let's take this one.
Sure, let's take the call.
Call on the line, your name and where you are calling from. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, hello, Nwachineke. Good evening.
Good evening, my dear sister. How are you?
My name is Ibele Ebo. I'm fine. It's been a while. My name is Ibele Ebo. I am an Okwani Biafran, but I'm calling you from Canada.
You are welcome.
I say good morning, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to Biafrans and lovers of freedom all over the world. I want to appreciate our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Okukano, the King of Afari Beku, and our Deputy Mazi Uchoka from Mefo, Ase Mechuko Kitabiama, continue to bless and protect them. I just want to make a little contribution to your analysis this evening. I don't know how, these media houses have become, the Lucifer of the world. How can somebody, I know the Igbos are working in that BBC Pidgin, there are Biafrans working there. How can you be working in an establishment that is killing your people and you still have the mind to write, what you wrote as a caption that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu collected $85,000 or something to destroy Nigeria? What kind of I don't know what kind of people are all these? Is that person telling me he or she is not seeing what is happening in Nigeria? And is that person telling me that he did not read Garuba Shewu's press briefing that IPOB is spending, not collecting from anybody, and somebody that calls himself a Nigerian or a Christian or a Biafran for that matter can come up to write, something like that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu collected $85,000 or something to destroy Nigeria. How evil can these people be? And these people want change in a country, like Nigeria, and they are helping to destroy the Nigeria. Somebody that stood up to fight for you, you still want to rubbish that person that is fighting for your freedom. How evil can people be? And look at this. I heard when you were saying something about OKZ Basil having been tested, that is tested positive or something to coronavirus. I hope he kills him like he killed, Abba Kyari. I hope the coronavirus kills that man, because that man is evil personified. The man that stood up that is not out to defend, the people. He cannot defend the people because he swore to protect the constitution of the zoo country that is serving. I just hope that coronavirus destroys him. These people, what in fact, Nigeria is going down. Nigeria is down already. There is nothing that can bring Nigeria up. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, like he said, I will use truth to destroy this country, Nigeria zoo, and he has destroyed the zoo, and there is nothing any of them can do about it. I just want to say thank you for your presentation this evening, and may Chukwuokike Abiama continue to bless and keep you. Thank you so very much, Nwachineke.
Thank you very much, my dear sister. Thank you, and may the good Lord continue to keep you and as well strengthen you to keep on doing the good work you are doing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anene, you have the mic.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes. As I was saying earlier, because anything can come from the zoo. Anything that comes from the zoo, you really have to take it with a grain of salt. Unless it's when they are criticizing IPOB, then you know that they are doing something good for us. Because as our leader said the other day, whether it's a negative or positive pronouncement, whether it's against us or in favor of us, all this it's making us popular.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
If also that's actually this Ibazu is the person that I used to call Ozodimba before the real Ozodimba.
No, that one is Awo Kobo complete. Toad.
Because if you look at him, it's Ozodimba. You look at him. If he's really if he has tested positive for COVID-19, if he was a regular human being, of course you will be sympathetic. But if it's one of the people that have been killing us, then you praise God that maybe his punishment is about to be given to him, because he deserves nothing good. We can't even put a number on our Biafrans that he has killed, directly and indirectly. As a governor, not doing what he's supposed to do, not building roads, not putting a medical health care facility in place. I mean, they kill us from all angles, Mazi. Because, the only ones we make noise about is, when they shoot us dead or mature our people to death by these Fulani terrorists. But, they are killing us in every aspect of our attempt to exist. Whether it's lack of hospital, where something can happen and someone goes and gets the correct and proper treatment to hang on to life, or whether it's bad roads where accidents are slaughtering our people in left and right, or whether it's not building markets or not inspecting how construction and houses are collapsing, killing us. In every aspect of daily life, everything we do, no matter how we try to just go about life, these people make it impossible for us to exist. They kill us in so many ways. So if he has tested positive, I'd say by all means, God, make it 10 times quadruple the positivity of the coronavirus in him, so that he will just eat this planet, because that would be a very, very good thing.
And as well, extend it to the Osodimbo of Imo State, the Abakiari governor, the Supreme Court governor as well.
To the rest of them, to Obiano, to the one in Enugu, and to the one in Ebonyi. There's none of them that is any good. They are not interested in furthering our cause
at all.
Absolutely not.
Mercy, let me push you to this side now. I don't know whether you have watched that clip. It should be about a minute and some fractions of seconds by Channel Television. That was Buratai. Buratai was interviewed, or he was given a press release, I think. He said that they have neutralized 1,400 Boko Harams. He used the word neutralize, and I was trying to analyze it in Hausa language. Whether that neutralize, we don't understand it. Whether it's repented and they bring into army, whether not killing, they do the thing, whether it's the one they surrender or whatever, Then he also said that I don't know whether you have watched it. He said they have already arrested about 116 people that are Boko Haram informants. And I'm telling them that this could be innocent people. They will just send their useless soldiers to go there and arrest people unnecessary, and they accuse them because they could not provide what is supposed to be given for their military boys on ground to do what? To fight Boko Haram. They couldn't provide it, and they will try to do anything to present to the world that indeed this is what they have achieved. By doing what? By arresting some innocent people. I don't know whether you have watched it, and I would like to hear your take from this issue before we go to the next thing, Mazi.
Absolutely. Well, Mazi, I haven't seen it, but nonetheless, I have a couple of things to say about it. If they tell you, if Buratai comes out and tells you, or any of these Fulani Janjaweeds comes out and tells you that, oh, they captured some informants, who are they themselves? And who are these informants? That tells me that they've gone around and just picked up some innocent individuals that absolutely have nothing to do with Boko Haram. Because Boko Haram, what type of informants? Boko Haram have better intelligence than those are animals in the kingdom. You see, when he says that they have neutralized however many, whether it's 10,000, it means they have changed their theater of operations. They've moved them from one battlefield to another, possibly they are somewhere in the south. So they are no longer active there. They've been redeployed. That's what he must mean. Because neutralizing them in a battle and they were killed, show us their bodies, just like the Chadians did when they went into Nigeria. And they sought to truly neutralize Boko Haram. Unfortunately, they left because if they were well advised, they should have retained, taking the ground that they had conquered as a security buffer and remain there. And let Nigeria go and fight and to take it back. But they did what they had to do. Like professional soldiers, I was surprised, they went back to their borders. So they didn't neutralize anybody, Mazi. They simply moved them from one theater of operation and redeployed them to another one, where they are going to recruit them. Of course, incubate them into even larger forces. That's what they mean by that. And as far as catching some informants, give me a break. He should look in the mirror. He should look in the mirror because he's a Boko Haram enabler. He himself is a terrorist. He himself is a terrorist. And he shouldn't be walking freely. But because we are in a weak position, he can still come out and talk from somewhere. But he must understand that his days of just wondering about becoming the spaces within which he can just walk around anyhow, it's getting thinner and thinner. He's being squeezed in. I hope he has enough brains to understand that. He's getting a limited space now from which he can operate.
The question I still want to remind people to ask, is it not time for him to retire? That Buratai. How long will he be in the office there? Whereby the people he seniored have been retired. Talk less of his mate. None of them are in the office. What is he doing there? Why must he be retained?
Well, Mazi, would Abakari have retired if it wasn't that death came and took him? They never retire. And even when they ceremoniously retire, they still remain very, very active in championing the Fulani totalitarian agenda. So it really doesn't make any difference whether he retired, died, or because if we don't see him tomorrow, another Janjaweed will take over. Another ruthless terrorist, a brutal one, will take over. Because all they do is the one that comes next is going to try to outdo the one that was before him. So they will keep continuing. They have a supply of idiots, a great supply of terrorists that they can deploy. Now they are calling them all over. They've called them all over West Africa. They are now calling them all over Africa. All over Africa.
Exactly. Do you know that our border is still closed, but their own is open, and there's a free visa? They have been coming in. It was just of recent now that the Dandola was talking. The Dandola of Kano State, it was said that they should close the border because they have received What I saw, what I understand is that they have received enough Fulani foot soldiers needed for them to unleash their evil agenda. Now they will say let them close. If not, their border had been open all this while, and it's just like where you are moving from Enugu to Onitsha on your own from Niger to the zoo. You know, no visa, no passport. You don't know anybody is just coming in.
No travel papers whatsoever.
At all.
Just no travel papers whatsoever. And unfortunately for them, we don't have leadership in the South. All our governors are our traitors, and we haven't been able to confront them because we cower out all the time. Because it's not really that they are super. They are no super. How many people are getting them? How many people? And what can they dish out? It's just that we are talking from a standpoint of weakness, so we cannot confront them. They work with the enemies, so they can move freely. Because if we have people that were actually interested in representing us, the citizens that is supposed to be ruling all of them, then the fact that we've been told one time by was it Buhari or the person that is now impersonating him, that those terrorists that are herding cows all over the place were actually not Nigerians. You see, if we had support, we would have been going from place to place, asking them to show their papers. Because you just can't be walking to a country. You couldn't possibly be here in the United States just walking about committing crimes everywhere without even papers. As soon as they nab you, you are finished. You'll be gone. But in our place, anything goes because the Fulani Janjaweed idiots are running the country. The country that they've destroyed, finally, destroyed it completely, stealing themselves into bankruptcy. And as they take it outside the country.
Exactly.
And
exactly. Mas, let's take this call as we continue. Yeah, call on the line. Tell us your name and where you are calling from.
Nwachineke,
oh, Mazi Obidi, the man after our director's heart, the David of our director.
welcome.
How are you?
Yeah, okay. Mazi Obidi, before you continue, I'm trying to throw this question to Mazi Anene. Let's look into this press release now. Let's look into it now. Let's see the advantages of this thing to the zoo, even though the zoo don't like truth. But let's explain. Let's expatiate more for them to understand the advantage of this letter, because their pastor didn't do anything, their traditional ruler could not do anything. It is the miscreant, it is the man that they want to kill. They have been calling for his crucifixion, and the man has nothing to do. He's not even a Christian as they claim they are. This man is a Jewish practicing, is a Jewish belief, and he's the one fighting for their own life. I would like us to open up more and more for the people in the zoo who their heart had been blacked so much that to the extent that they don't even, when they see the truth, even when the light is coming, they are like bat also. When light is coming, they don't want the light to come in. So let's help them for more understanding, so that they will not buy all these lies, even the one that the BBC Pigeon wrote, twisting the truth to be false. So I would like us to look into this thing 1, 2, 3 minutes, for them, for more understanding for our people.
My brother, what can I get what can I say here? They say that press release, I know see where in favor of the zoo. If I can say, I can say in favor of the zoo in the sense that
no, the advantages to the people, not the zoo. The zoo will die, but to the people, because it is the people that are making the zoo to their life.
Oh yeah, because say that from all the way from Southern Kaduna, all the Christians in Nasarawa, where is it? Benue, George, they have been affected in one way or the other by this man. It's a lot of killing. Even the Khan of Nigeria couldn't do anything. We witnessed last year when they beheaded a camp chairman. They couldn't push the report. Now the report now, according to the Malankehu, is being pushed by our leader. I mean, a credit to indigenous people of Biafra because that's what we were set to do. What we're doing is nothing but speaking up, using this medium to tell our own story. That's what we're doing. Since all these pastors and the leaders of thought and all kinds of things, all kinds of individuals from all these areas where the mayhem has affected over the past 5 years, 5 years since this late Buhari's government was installed. Okay, there's so many killings in thousands, and nobody had said anything about it. Nobody's pushing anything about it. Okay, now it became clear that IPOB is the mouthpiece of the entire people, both the ones that call themselves Nigeria and the ones that are Biafran. It's clear
That's
that
correct.
IPOB
That is the
is
truth.
the one that is pushing and speaking this truth. Okay, I don't even want to mention the lies that BBC is talking about, because me and you know the reason why they established BBC last year. Is it not last year when they brought BBC? I mean, 2 years ago. Yeah, about 2-3 years ago, when they brought them to be writing and antagonizing what we're doing. You look at the presenters in BBC, both the Igbo or English ones, they know how our people have been washed mentally. So they know that some of us, when we hear BBC, they think it's a good news outlet. Okay, thank God also for the President of the United States, who has already made it very clear that these news outlets are fake news outlets. So it's only that our people back home, when they hear BBC, they don't understand that we just a useless media, a choreographed. They're not going to tell you what you want to hear. They don't speak the truth all the way from history. They don't say what happens. They just lie. They find a way to lie to the people and appeal to the conscience of the people. Okay, so I would say that for all Nigerians, the so-called Nigerians, and for Biafrans, what the IPOB is doing through our leadership, Mazen Nande Kano, the great man, I call him the young but great man, it's now clear to everybody who is actually fighting for people, who is actually seeking for the freedom of people. He says it all the time. It's not just fighting for Biafra, but he's fighting for everybody, that people will be liberated. Okay, so now it's clear. Okay, because we have people that say they're lower Niger and upper Niger and everything. We have the ones that are backing like Chihuahua everywhere, making noise and so on and so forth. Now it's clear to everyone who is actually fighting for the freedom of people, for the liberation of people who are tied in that contraption. So I will give way for any other person for man say.
All right, let's hear from Anene, because he's just coming in as well.
Because of time, actually I called him because I was listening to you guys on OKJ Bazo.
Okay, you wanted to comment on that. Okay,
I was laughing over here when I had and then there was passing a verdict on him, which is also my stand also.
All right, tell us more about that. Tell us more about that. We still have some time. Tell us your take on that.
I can hear you, my brother. I'm having re-echo.
I said you can still you have 1 or 2 minutes. Just tell us your own view on the news about his positive test on coronavirus. We still have more than 30 minutes for our discussion.
Yeah, you know, for me, I'm going with what Mazi Anene said. You know, it will be a good outcome if that COVID gets in. If they are not lying to the public. What I wanted to say is that a lot of people who started listening to this radio not late, lately, does not know that IPOB once fought for this idiot called Okezie. I remember in 2015 or 2014 when he won the election in Abia State. We all remember, I know Nwachineke, you were there.
Exactly,
when
exactly.
This man was asked to vacate his office. Buhari issued an order for him to vacate his office. And the next day, he jumped in a car and they went to Sokoto and everything and bowed down and begged for him to come back. I think it was 2015. Then he came and what he paid them back, what he paid Biafrans back was the Aban massacre at Ngwa High School. Our leader campaigned for him on this radio, asking him to stay strong, just like our leader asked Wike to stay strong during the time Wike was being bamboozled here and there after the same election. I recall that time, and I was so disappointed with this Okezie when you went to the same BBC that we're talking about to grant an interview where he was telling our leader, this fool forgot that he is the executive governor of Imo State. He sold all his powers for nothing. I can't remove that picture from my mental self when I look at the picture where this idiot was talking arrogantly and saying that he asked him for them to count the bullets and make sure the bullets are complete before they can talk their talk. I don't know if you have watched this video that I'm talking about.
Exactly.
A lot of people that these men will campaign for them here. We encourage them to stay strong in their office, to assume their position, you know, with their full authority that people voted them into power. But he betrayed. What he went to Sokoto, once he went there and bowed down and begged them for that position, he came back and he began to kill Biafran. So who am I not to pray that I hope it's through COVID that is, you know, is on him right now.
Not the political COVID.
I hope it's not political COVID.
Not the political COVID. Thank you very much, my dear brother. Let's hear from Mazi Anene regarding this issue. But Mazi Anene, before you come, I just want to react on 1 or 2 things from what Mazi Obidi said. You know, most of these our governors, during their trial time, during their hard time, IPOB assisted them. You remember that of Obiano? If you have been following our leader consistently on the radio, how he will fight and make sure that APC could not come in. Even during the time of Ngige, the same thing. Look at that of Okezie Pass now, being reminded us by our brother Obidi. The same thing. You see how IPOB will fight for them, but at the end of the day, when they will be finally win the election, the thank you they will say to IPOB is to go to Sokoto, do whatever they will do, and then they will give them the agenda how to deal on IPOB.
Yep.
You
They'll
see
come
the
back and say, I
foolishness
don't
of our
touch.
people. But when they
I
are
know
crying,
well.
those people they would like to go and sit with and dine with won't even help them. In fact, it is those people that will do what that will be causing problem for them. Then the people who help them to be who they are, to be on top, they're supposed to be supporting, even if they don't want to come out openly. They can be the Nicodemus that will come at night and look for support or whatever and back IPOB in what they are doing. They will never. You have the mic, Mazi. Let me not take much of your time. Mazi Anene.
No problem. It's funny that Obidi mentioned it because I had even forgotten about that. No,
Mazi Anene, let me direct you a bit. Let us not go there. Let's discuss on this. Let's use this remaining minutes. Discuss on this press release and the positive impact on the zoo people. Let them know what our leader and IPOB is doing for them. They have been killing them in southern Kaduna, in Benue. You remember the massacre in Benue? Nothing. Even the conference they went to US, they finished the conference and they went back home, not knowing that there are some political or diplomatic move you're supposed to make for the people who has the power to do the needful things to do, to speak out for their own defense, not just only go and show the world that they are killing you. Because I know some of the conference they call them in US over there to do, but not knowing that that is not enough. You need to extend hand to the people, to the political powers, people who have the power to do, of which that is what IPOB have used the little things they are accusing them of, the fem fund and whatever to put together that push Nigeria to this level for Garba Lawal to come out, of which by the special grace of God those US envoy might even come to the zoo to help and to fight this Fulani not to be killing their own people. Let's explain to them, for them to understand the positive impact of what our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB has done for them.
Well, Mazi, where do you even begin to explain, and to whom are you really explaining? Because one will truly have to be idiot to not understand what IPOB has been fighting for. We've been accused of being selfish. We've been accused of being Igbo-centric. We've been accused of just being Biafra-centric. But from the get-go, our agenda it has never changed. We have never deviated from it. It has always been constant, and it has always been very good for greater number of people. Let everybody have his own freedom. If you decide that you and Mr. Keke now wants to get into some sort of a relationship, then it will be a mutual something that you two agreed on, but not to force everybody into Nigeria that is nothing but it's like an oven that roasts human beings. It's where dreams go to die. Okay, it's where aspirations go to melt. No matter what you plan in life and you find yourself in Nigeria destroys you, except criminals who come to and walk away with lots of bags of money. Other than that, Nigeria is a place where everything that is good dies. Telling you that it's not a creation, it's not a godly creation, but something that only the devil itself, only Satan, only Lucifer can create. That's what Nigeria is. So we really need to be proving to people, especially at this point in time. We have gone so far. We have gone so far, and we've achieved a lot of good for a lot of people. It's just that we have people that every once in a while, some of them are not even who they pretend to be. To be honest with you, some of them are not even the people that they pretend to be. So a Fulani guy that knows how to speak English can become anybody. He can become, Nweke Udenwa, and come and talk rubbish. Because in the social media, anybody can be anybody. Anybody can be anybody. So people can, especially now, in fact, I can even guarantee our people, just watch what's going to happen, because as we are driving the screw deeper and deeper into Nigeria, as we turn that knob deeper and deeper into Nigeria, and it's hurting them very badly, we're going to see all kinds of nonsense coming out. Or just pay attention. Watch the social media. This is it. This is not even. It's nothing yet. Out of desperation, they will do all kinds of things. The time will come when you will hear that so and so person raped this person and so all kinds of things. Just like you saw the other day, somebody writing that Akwa Ibom or what's this city doesn't have anything to do with you. You have to wonder. You have to wonder the brain that is at work there. How deficient someone is. If it's indeed the person that, if the character that was shown to us was actually the person behind the name, because you never know. So everybody knows that what we've been fighting for, the Yorubas know it, the Hausas know it, even the decent Fulanis who can reason, they understand. Because if nothing else, they know they have run this country for much of the time since its independence. And there's absolutely nothing to show for it. One northerner after another. Yet, look at Nigeria. There's nothing you can boast of. Your president is still takes frequent flyers. He's just frequent flyer going to receive medical treatment. He hasn't built one decent hospital. Entire country of 200 something.
Mazi Anene, I want to ask you this question now. What can you tell the Christian Association of Zoological Republic of Nigeria regarding this present move they have had? Because Mazi Obidi remind us about the Khan president that was killed last time. Nothing happened, just like that. What message do you have today to tell them regarding this thing that they have had? How a Jewish man, a Jewish believer, or somebody believe in Jewish belief, is propagating their own defense? Mazi.
Well, and that is a testament to the people that we are, because we always want greater good for greater number of people, and we don't want anybody to be dying. We don't want people to be marching to the gas chambers or to be to be met in their farms and be killed. We are all about life. That's who we are. Mwando, Ndoka, Ndokego, Nwakego. These are the names we give to our people. So we have always been, maybe out of the hate that they have for us, because the hate they have for us, sometimes you can cut it with a knife. It blinds them not to actually see the people that they're dealing with, our character throughout history, not just today, but throughout history. And we are so resilient, so forgiven, that no matter what they have done, we just try to move on, but they just refuse to let us be. They just refuse to let us be. There's nothing they haven't done to us. We've been slaves, we've been everything. Yet it's not enough for these people to just say, okay, let me mind my own business. They will be hurting us, doing all kinds of evil against us. Deprive us of everything. But the minute that we say that we think we can do better for ourselves, immediately you see all kinds of nothing, so easy. All the children of darkness, you see them jumping up. You can't go. Stay and suffer and die, because they know that what they have is nothing good. It has nothing
Mazi,
to offer.
why can't it now we start hearing from churches, GOs, reverend, pastors, bishop, whatever, in the zoo now, to stand up to say we are in support of what this man has done, these people have done, we are in support of it? Why can't they stand up, just as we heard from Ineka Deboye when our leaders were the first time after the Operation Python dance in Israel, and he was praying according to his belief in the Western world. That man said something that he will not allow the Igbo people or the Biafran, something of that to be Jewish. There was a way he put his statement. Now, that he is not allowing them or whatever he said, that same person is the one now defending them globally, and the world is hearing about how his own churches were burnt down, how his own pastors were killed, how his own members that we are going for what do they call it, is it town cry or evangelism, you use megaphone to preach those kind of thing, how his own people, you remember a woman that was beheaded in Abuja, is a member of Redeem, how they were killed. Now that same Jewish person which he don't want, him and other ones that keep mute, why can't they stand up now is the question I'm throwing to you. And I would like you, when you finish, Mazi Obidi as well, to respond to it. Why can't they rise up now in a group as a can or whatever the association they are in support of this, or are they in support of the killing of their members?
Mazi, the answer is simple. These are cult members. Well, people have to understand Christianity. Even if you take it to Pope, the head of the Catholic Church, which is even more supreme than the Archbishop of Canterbury, he will remain mute. He will just give you a pacifying statement, because you see, we've been gullible, we've been hard, we have become nothing but a source of income for them, a source of destabilizing ourselves, a source of internal destruction for them. And so when we are what they want us to be, it makes it possible for them to walk into us and walk away with everything that we have. Look at us. We've lost our value system. Even our own humanity is now at stake. Our own survival, our continued existence. They are flawed. That's why none of them is standing up. You're calling for them. I can guarantee you, every once in a while you hear one voice or two, but that's it. That's it. They want to consolidate what they have. Our people that have joined their cult are nothing but empty-brained individuals. They are lazy. They can't go and look for jobs. They can't create one. They cannot create one either. Instead, they will be more interested in getting more and more people, because that's how they make a living. They tell you how you can pray to God for greater tomorrow, but meanwhile, give me the cash in your pocket so that I may live so better than I'm living right now. See, hypocrisy in the highest order. Their hubris it's unacceptable. But that's who they are. We're not take them to rise up anytime. Like I said, every once in a while you may hear one saying, "Ask yourselves and defend yourselves," but that's as far as they can go. These are entities, these are organizations or associations or that collect billions, if not trillions, of money from our people and offer nothing in return.
Okay, Mazi, let's hear from Mazi Obidi. Let's hear what he has, what he can tell the world regarding this. Won't it time for these people to rise up now and speak out the truth? Mazi Obidi, I don't know if you are with us.
Yeah, I'm still here. Nwachineke.
All right.
Let me say this, my brother. A lot of times we don't really get the main, the main issues, because it's like ongoing issues happening in that contraption, and a lot of times we tend to forget a lot of things. And you see, sometimes I don't forget those things. Let me answer a straight shot. The reason why these people cannot rise up and support what the Nigerian presidency, according to them, is now trying to defend. The reason why they cannot stand up and say what Mazen and Dekano has said is true is because these people are not men of God. They are not Christians. These people are agents of darkness. It's just going to be the congregation. I hope that people are listening so they can wake up. These people are not church of God. They are churches of
Oh,
Satan. I don't know if you recall Emmanuel Bosso as far back as 2015 when he was making calls. He was the one that revealed that Nigeria is gone, that these people are set to Islamize Nigeria. He was the one that brought to the light that Babangida put hands in national treasury and took $21 billion in 1990 and gave to OIT. He was the one that revealed a lot of things and how these evil forces are coming over and pretending to be Christians. According to him, if you are building churches, they will build their own church near you. If you are having a Holy Ghost services, they will be next to you having their own services without a Holy Ghost. This is the man that called for Pastor Emmanuel Bosso was calling for churches to raise men. That what he's seeing right now, it's unbelievable. He was so scared. He even talked about using Turkey to give them an example that these people are here to Islamize everybody. Pastor Emmanuel Bosso also revealed that instead of people churches raising army, they are busy raising millionaires. And as you can see, most of these people you see today, they don't talk about salvation. All they talk about is prosperity, how to make money. They see false vision, dividing of families, and everything. It was Emmanuel Bosso that talked about how Yoruba churches, no matter how spiritual you are, and if you're an Igbo there, they will not let you get up. He also said the same thing of an Igbo led church. Okay, when you look at what is happening
yes.
in Nigeria, these men were given money. They were given millions of dollars. All this money they're spending is not all about tithes and offerings. The federal government is supporting them. The federal government is, helping them to manipulate a lot of people. As you know, the federal government is the one behind the starvation of a lot of people. So people are hungry. People are hungry. Wherever they see any little thing, they'll start following. If you remember, it was Pastor Deboye that went to Aso Rock trying to substantiate that late Buhari is alive. If you remember, about 3 or 2 years ago, these men are not men of God. They are agents of Satan. We have the one they call
Agents of
Suleiman.
Satan.
Okay? These people are, I hope that people will rise up and understand what is going on. Most of them are Muslims. Just like Osibanjo, the vice president. You know that that guy was a Muslim. He just cross-carpeted to the same redeemed churches and everything. And once he clicked to the position of a vice presidency, he abandoned the church. Okay, this is why
Yep.
they do not shake when blood is being let out everywhere. These people are set to kill everybody. What is happening right now with their press statement is nothing but a classic mental health. And I always say this here: it's a classic mental health. One of the symptoms of someone with schizophrenia or bipolar is it's a projection. When they are killing you, they will say that you are the one that is killing it. They want to pass it on to you. Okay, it's
Yes.
very bad to everybody what these people, the killings of Christians, starting from Southern Kaduna to Jos to Benue State to Biafra land, all the way to Yoruba land. And these people are making a press release to say that Nigerians should watch out for IPOB, these people that are trying to bring divisiveness. These people have used their cattle, what is it, herdsmen to cause mayhem for every ethnic group in that contraption. And they have the guts to now come out and say that IPOB is preaching divisiveness. From the mouth of their politicians, you hear them many times say that what the presidency is doing is just bringing division. Now they are projecting it to IPOB, who is laying everything to bear, who is bringing light to overcome the darkness that is in that contraption. So, my brother, I can go on and on and on and on for the whole night, and we will not get to an end. But every Nigerian, every Biafran, every ethnic group in Nigeria right now should rise up and begin to shout on the. I think this is a moment that people should come out and really make demonstrations, not leaving it for IPOB alone, to say that they stand with what Mazen Nandi Kanu said. That Mazen Nandi Kanu is not bringing division in Nigeria, rather he's preaching deliverance, he's preaching freedom for all people that are lumped together in that enclave called Nigeria. Mazi, I know.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you very much for that. Time is no more on our side. We'll be rounding up. Mazi, Anene, just in 1 or 2 minutes, what do you have to add before we'll sign off? Because we have less than 6 minutes to move off.
Mazi, the only thing I have to tell our people is it makes no sense that you're able to find money to build a house. It doesn't matter how small their house is. I don't care how many people live there. But that house, that your sweat, has to be protected. If you have a family, that family deserves protection. Okay. And if you're going to die, at least die fighting. So you need to go and get something to protect yourself, your household, and your property. It's just that simple. Double barrel is not enough. Gutambo, Pakiambo, it's all arm in arm with arms, because that's just how the Fulanis will work. That's all. Protect yourselves, everybody, every household, every village, every clan. Thank you, Mazi. That's all I have.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mazi Anene and Mazi Obidi. Thank you very much for your contribution, and all our callers. Thank you very much for your wonderful contribution. Thank you, and may the good Lord continue to bless you and protect you. Let everybody keep on the good work. Let's keep on pressing and fighting till Biafra is being restored. We will continue to do this until the restoration of Biafra. And nothing will stop the Biafra restoration as long as we continue to do what we are asked to do. This is Radio Biafra Outside Service 2, coming to you from the platform of Radio Biafra London. This message is coming to you from me, Nwachineke. We will be rounding up. As we all know, anything that has beginning has an end. We will continue the same time, same station tomorrow by the special grace of God. Because we are doing it and we are getting result, does not mean that it is by our might, because the scripture said in Romans chapter 9 verse 16, it's not of him that willeth or of him that runneth, but of God that showeth mercy. This is indeed the mercy of God upon us, the Biafrans, that indeed what we are looking for, the hand of God is upon it and is about to deliver us. So let's keep it up, and let's continue to do that. So we'll be rounding up. Just as I said, I have thanked each and every one of you for your good work, and they continue to do what you are asked to do. Wherever you are, make sure you are part and parcel of IPOB, directly or indirectly. Your support is needed. Those of you in the zoo, you have seen one great impact of what IPOB has done. For the first time, for the world to think about the killing that is going on in the zoo that nobody wants, that is being orchestrated by the government that claim they are taking care of you. All these things will let you know that indeed IPOB being led by Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has a good plan for you. So repent and be part of it. Support directly or indirectly, and at the end of the day, that light you have been waiting for will indeed shine into that country by the time you will be on your own nation and being led by your own leader, and you will enjoy the world as paradise it is still till today. Thank you very much, and we will end our program with a word of prayer. As we started with prayer, we will end with prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you, we bless you, we glorify your name for the good work you are using us to do. I thank you, Lord, in a very special way for our leader, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the way you are using him, the wisdom, the knowledge, the strength. Father, we thank you for everything. I thank you most especially the wife and the children. They are there despite all these things, Father, we thank you in a very special way for that wonderful family. Continue to strengthen them, strengthen the wife in a very special way, Abba Father, and as well every IPOP officer working assiduously for the restoration of Biafra. Heavenly Father, strengthen each and every one of us wherever we are. Provide for us as well. Grant our heart desire. Let it be given, Father, and as well give us Biafra as we always pray. Lord, this we pray and believe that you have heard us and will answer us as we pray in the mighty name of your beloved Son, Yeshua HaMashiach. And I leave you with this word from the scripture. The Bible said in Luke chapter 21 verse 15, I will give you mouth and wisdom that your enemy cannot resist nor gainsay. Shalom.